might be right.
I think they did.
I apologize. I just saw my guy John Wall, who had a terrific run in a Wizards uniform, and I love that they have come back to embrace him as a part of that organization. So I did foreshadow. I apologize there, Pat. Anyway, to Mitchell Robinson, there's such beauty in, though, Pat, as we look at this team, guys playing in their role and starring in said role, right? And maybe this is something that we also would make a branch off of the veteran poise tree as the primary concept of what we're watching in this postseason. But Mitchell Robinson didn't come and try to do anything out of character, right? 6 rebounds, 6 points, stay in front of Joel Embiid, be physical out there. Like, it was very simple, but it was so very effective.
And Monica, to finish that point, the Wizards do win the draft lottery. They pick first, Utah second, Memphis third, and the Chicago Bulls will have the 4th pick. The NBA draft lottery going on right now in Chicago. But back to playoff teams, and that, of course, is what the Knicks are right now, and they're looking to close it out and advance to the conference finals for the 2nd straight year. Clearly, they have the upper hand right now in this series. What's the approach for the Knicks today?
I like what Mikal Bridges had to say in his walk-off. 0-0, playing desperate. I think that's it. And the ability to do that, because, Pat, how often have we talked about it? Both in the Knicks series and then for me, for ESPN, talking about other series, it is so hard to manufacture urgency when you're really not in that position. And we've heard Mike Brown say from his years of postseason experience, closeout games are the hardest. But every time the Knicks have been in a closeout position, they've made it look pretty easy, and I think that speaks to who they are. So I think that's it. It's very simple, as Mikal Bridges put it. The score is 0-0. They got to approach it that way, and they got to play desperate.
All right, time for your keys to the game this afternoon. Monica, how do the Knicks get it done in game number 4?
Well, I still think three-point shooting has been a big part of this series, and a lot of that has to do with defending the three-point line. Both teams hit an even amount of threes, but the percentages were lower, and obviously the Knicks had more timely threes as they opened up the lead late in that ball game. So defending the three-point line. I'm also still going to rebounding. I want the Knicks to continue to do the things that have been effective for them. They were plus 16 on the glass in Game 3, and that's a trend that has continued through this series. Even though there were some moments where the margin was significantly less than that, it's still been an area where the Knicks have had an advantage. So rebounds, and then, of course, turning those things into second-chance points, 20 points overall. And then the last one for me, Pat, is just going to be the urgency of the moment, leaning into all of the right things that these guys have continued to say, and not only that, but to back them up in their play in this one. So the three-point line, knocking down timely ones, defending it at a high level. Rebounding, getting to those second chance opportunities, eliminating second chance opportunities for the Sixers, and then playing with the necessary urgency of the moment. Those are my keys tonight.
We have seen them play with that urgency. We'll see if they continue it this afternoon. Monica, have a great call today.
Thanks, Pat.
And here's Monica McNutt. We'll hear from she and Tyler coming up from Philadelphia as the Knicks look to close things out. In fact, it is now time for that. That'll do it for New York Knicks game night. Coming up next, Game 4 from Philly. Knicks 76ers. Knicks lead the series 3-0. Tyler Murray and Monica McNutt have the call. And I will be back with you at halftime once again with Alan Hahn. Enjoy the game, everyone. I'm Pat O'Keefe, and New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
This has been Amazon Hub Delivery New York Knicks Game Night. New York Knicks basketball is coming right up.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire, you get to hire the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. And check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game, based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Brunson right wing. He'll speed to the cut floater in the lane. Got it. Jalen Brunson, 29 points. Nick Nurse needs timeout.
New York Knicks basketball is on the air.
Alley-oop off the inbound. Throws it down. Mitchell Robinson over the top of Joel Embiid.
The New York Knicks. Are you ready?
The New York Knicks win Game 3, 108-94, and they've taken a 3-0 lead in the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Knicks basketball starts right now. Live from Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia for the Eastern Conference semifinals, the Knicks, the 76ers. It's Game 4. Now here's Monica McNutt, and with the play-by-play, here's Tyler Murray on the MSG Radio Network.
Happy Mother's Day from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on a Sunday afternoon. And what an opportunity for the New York Knicks, a chance to close out this second-round series against the Sixers far quicker than anybody could have imagined. After a gutsy victory here on Friday, 108-94, bouncing back from a 20-8 deficit straight out of the gate, the Knicks are one win away from reaching the Eastern Conference Finals for a second consecutive year. Glad you're with us, everybody. Alongside Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Injury notes off the top. OG Anunoby is still out with a hamstring strain. He remains day to day. Joel Embiid is available. Tyrese Maxey is available. The question is, what version of those two players will we see? Embiid nursing ankle and hip injuries. Tyrese Maxey's talked about an injured, jammed finger that's cost him some confidence and ball handling ability. And right now, as you look across Xfinity Mobile Arena, you're seeing a whole lot of orange and blue, perhaps even more than what we saw here on Friday. And one of the more unique and electric atmospheres that we have seen in recent Knick history. Two fan bases going back and forth while their two teams did battle in a Game 3 New York win. 108-94 was the final then. All it takes is a one-point win to get a series sweep for the Knicks, advancing to round 3 for the second straight year. Monica McNutt, you have been busy this weekend. So great to have you back. Excellent work on the WNBA opening day coverage from Indiana. But you're right back where you belong for the remainder of however this longest Knick playoff run might go. Let's talk about the mindset that you talked with Pat O'Keefe about. What are the true challenges of wrapping up the series when you know it's all about pride for Philly?
That's a great question, Tyler, and it is layered. I think so far what has been so impressive in this postseason is how much the veteran poise has delivered the fruit of these guys playing with a tremendous level of urgency despite what's going on the other side of the court. So I think tonight, if they can maintain that mentality, as Mikal Bridges said it, 0-0, play desperate, then I expect them to be the team that we'll continue to see be deeper and have more energy by the time the four quarters have elapsed of this Game 4, excuse me.
We are set for the pregame proceedings, but quickly we'll give you the officiating crew brought to you by Dime Community Bank. It is John Goebel, Sean Wright, and Nick Bookert. That was the officiating crew brought to you by Dime Community Bank. Dime Community Bank's new branch is now open at Madison and 37th Street, right in the heart of Manhattan. Visit dime.com to learn more. Dime, we've got your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Once again, happy Mother's Day to all the superheroes out there as we celebrate you, and well, hopefully later on you can celebrate a Knicks win. They have won 6 consecutive playoff games. They'll try to keep it going tonight.
Shoving that backhand, so it does just blow mine.
once again. That's impressive. Christian McBride, he did it with a bass, no treble, to get us set for Game 4. It is loud in here. The loudest noise we've heard so far before opening tip was when Joel Embiid was shown on the video board and he was booed in his own building. That just gives you an idea of how many Knicks fans are here in this building. And man, did they just speed through the Knicks starting lineups to avoid any cheering here at Xfinity Mobile Arena.
That was definitely record speed for an announcement.
It's worth saying that Philadelphia is a great sports town. They've got passionate fans. It is primarily an Eagles town, and their recent Super Bowls have certainly added to that enthusiasm. But it really just speaks to how great Knicks fans are. I think the headline should more be about New York fans doing an excellent job making the trip down here to pack the place, as opposed to saying Sixers fans did not show up. But, of course, it is a little bit of both. Let's get you these starting lineups. First for the home-standing Sixers, trying to keep their season alive after becoming just the 14th team in NBA history to overcome a 3-1 series deficit. They won 3 in a row against the Boston Celtics, who, for some reason, were the Eastern Conference favorites at the start of the playoffs. But then Detroit, they became the 15th team to pull it off just one day later when they came back to beat Orlando. Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, and B.J. Edgecombe will be the 5 starters once again for Nick Nurse. They've had that group together for all but one of these first 4 games. Of course, Embiid unable to play in Game 2, which, whether or not you believe that the Sixers can be more dangerous without Embiid, the fact of the matter is the closest game of this series by far is the one that Embiid did not play in because of ankle and hip issues. For the Knicks, they will go with the same 5 from Friday night. Jalen Brunson and Deuce McBride in the backcourt. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges on the wings, and Karl Anthony Towns in the middle. McBride did not have his best game stepping into his starting role here on Friday night, and he continues his three-point slump. He's 5 of his last 19 after the Knicks started, shooting guard started 48% across the first 4 games. And this is, I feel like we're in the Twilight Zone, Monica. We are hearing raucous boos almost drowning out the home MC in Philly as he announces these Sixers starters. We'll see how it continues as the game goes along. But, yes, McBride will start, but it's all about who finishes. And in Game 3, that was Landry Shamet, who had 15 points in that game after just 14 the entire first 8 games of the playoffs before that. But for the point guard, Jalen Brunson is coming off a playoff high 9 assists in Game 3. His third 30-point game of the playoffs. And perhaps he'll shoot for what he did in the closeout game 2 years ago when he had 43 on the road here in Game 6 to eventually lead the Knicks to a first-round series win. That, of course, as we mentioned, took 6 games. And what a feat it would be to wrap up this second-round bout, which felt to a lot of people like a coin flip if they could wrap it up in 4. Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges, as mentioned, on the wings. Hart coming off his first double-double of the series. He had 12 points and 11 rebounds. First double-double, in fact, since the second game of round 1. And then Mikal Bridges. We all know how good Tyrese Maxey is and how he can absolutely swing tonight's game and this series, but it is pretty much indisputable that Mikal Bridges has outplayed Tyrese Maxey in this series. Last 4 games for Bridges, so you have to include Game 6 against Atlanta, is averaging 21 points a game, 3 assists, and he's 7 of 13 from 3. Bridges is at 69% from the field. One of the things that's kept the Sixers in these 3 losses is foul trouble for Karl Anthony Towns. He's only been able to play 24 minutes a night, still averaging 15 points and flirting with triple-doubles. But in the second half of Game 3, it's when he finally got rolling, able to stay out of significant foul trouble. 6 of his 7 assists came in the second half. But again, Towns only able to play 26 minutes in that game. Knicks on the floor, ready to roll in their blue uniforms. Says New York across the front in orange. Numbers on front and back in orange with a white trim. And the Sixers once again in their home whites. It says PHILA on the front in blue with a red trim. Numbers in blue front and back with the red trim as well. They've got a bold blue stripe down the sides of the white jerseys with 13 white stars dotted from high to low. Of course, Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, one of the 13 original colonies, something like that. Wally Zerbiak, I'm going to call him out. He asked off air before opening tip on Friday, are the 76ers called that because of, 1776 or something? Yes, Wally. That's why they're called the 76ers. Shout out Miami, Ohio, teaching Wally everything he needs to know about American history.
To be fair, I too have had that moment. Now, it was years ago, but I get it.
San Francisco 49ers,
Don't know.
1849 Gold Rush.
That's your team. Don't care.
Opening tip is won by Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey will bring the ball across midcourt from right to left, and it's Kelly Oubre top of the key. Watched by Brunson. Inside to Embiid, double teamed left block. Now Towns will take him one-on-one. Embiid right hand dribble, double teamed by Brunson. Swinging around to Maxey, far side baseline drive. Euro step to the cup and a left hand layup. And just like Friday, the first basket of the game belongs to the Sixers.
I have sort of been conditioned in this series that the first half be what it may. The game doesn't actually start until the second, but fouls do carry over into both halves, obviously.
Bridges slashing to the cup on Oubre, caught underneath the hoop, surrounded, but then they drop off, so he leans in for a right-hand layup to tie the game at 2.
It is loud in here in favor of the Knicks. Oh my goodness!
I feel like Mikal Bridges has made more layups in this series than he had the entire second half of the regular season. As Edgecombe's off the mark on a right wing three. Good contest for McBride.
He truly has been fantastic in this series, but it makes sense in terms of his history in this building.
Bridges again to the foul line. 2 steps toward the lane, sealed off by Maxey. Turns, pivots, gets it back up top for Hart. On the near sideline is Brunson. 7 to shoot, 10:47 to play first quarter. Hart left wing. Pump fakes George off his feet, then spins into him in midair, and they'll call the foul on George. Ball came free without much contact, but with George in midair, you're almost always going to get that call. And the first personal of the game goes against playoff Pete. 15 points for George in an electric first quarter for the Sixers in Game 3. He did not score the rest of the night, 0 for 9 from the field. Let's go Knicks, chance begin anew here in Philly. Brunson left wing, hits a 3 off the feed from Towns. 5-0 answer for the Knicks, they're up by 3.
I don't know if I'm going to not smile at any point today, just in terms of the energy that these fans have brought down here. Now, obviously, the game can dictate my countenance.
Short rim 3 from George, left wing. Hart the contest. Brunson speeds ahead off the rebound. Gets around to beat underneath. Finds Hart right wing. Bounce pass to Towns. He'll step beyond the top of the key. Backing down George at the foul line. Spins left. Kicks it far corner for Bridges. He's defended by Embiid. He'll take him off the dribble all the way to the middle of the paint. He got hip checked by the big fella. And the first foul on Joel Embiid is the second of the game on Philly. Knicks ball up 3. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter.
One thing that has been thematic in this series is the activity that happens in the paint, right? Both of these fouls are drawn. Josh Hart pump fake was going to drive to the paint even though it was at the end of the shot clock. And Bridges that time keeping his dribble alive in the paint, drawing the contact.
Towns right side baseline, fake the handoff to Hart. Does he have his dribble? No, he's going to have to pass underneath to Bridges. He'll get it to the right corner for Bridges instead. At the foul line, 3 to shoot. Step back jumper over Embiid. Front rim, no. Rebound Oubre. 2 minutes gone by. It's Knicks 5, Sixers 2. Maxey left elbow, speeds to the cup, double team. Doesn't matter, floats it in over both Bridges and McBride. And he's hit the aggressiveness button early on. Tyrese Maxey, all 4 points for Philly. It's a 1-point Knick lead.
A rebellious cheer, if you will, by these Sixers fans on the basket by Maxey.
It's Hart, top of the arc. Screen on the left from Towns. Off the dribble 3. Josh Hart connects. He's been 7 of 34 from 3 in the postseason. That feels like a big one. Nothing but net from Josh Hart. It's an 8-4 Knick lead. Tyrese Maxey near midcourt. Double team. Bounce pass to Oubre. Wide open for a right wing 3. Bricked it too strong, but Edgecombe gets the rebound. Blocked on the putback by Towns. It's Brunson scampering ahead. Sidestep, right wing 3. Air ball, heat check. Into the hands of Maxey. To the left side, front court, pulls up for a triple, front rimmed it. Edgecombe got a hand to this rebound, and it's tipped off of Towns, out of bounds left baseline.
The energy in here, I feel like I could slice it if I had a knife with me, and that's both teams' fan bases going head-to-head in here. Now, it's going to be important that the Knicks make sure that they control and use this energy as opposed to it allowing them to get a little frenetic here.
Inbound to the right wing, it is Maxey. He front rims a three. He has not shot the ball well from deep in this series, 2 of 12 entering the night. And then an entry pass under the hoop right side for Bridges. He got fouled from behind on the catch by Maxey. And a good feed from Hart. He found his college teammate in good position. 3 fouls already on the Sixers, none on the Knicks. It is 8-4 New York, 8:47 to go in the first quarter. So Maxey now 2 of 14 from beyond the arc in this second round. Hart comes free off the inbound right wing, hands to Brunson. Towns setting up a screen on the left side. Brunson fakes the pass, flashes inside on George, and a tough layup hits the near side rim and popped over into the hands of Oubre.
Typically, when Jalen Brunson goes to that move, he gets that ball up on the glass. That one was sort of in between a floater and the glass.
Embiid baseline drive, sends it to the near corner. Edgecombe rattles out a three from the left side. Rebound McBride, 3-on-2 the other way. Hart at the right elbow, turns and finds McBride for a near wing three. It's good. Deuce McBride from downtown, and the Knicks have an 11-4 lead.
Josh Hart is coming off of a double-double in Game 3, but he makes all the right plays in this series.
Foul on jumper Embiid, a crowd silencer in his home building. Knicks fans have to sit on their hands for a moment. It's 11-6 as Embiid's on the board.
Oh, don't worry. It's a long game.
Left wing Towns straddling the three-point line. Right hand holds the ball, faces up on Embiid. Into the far corner, McBride, another three. Another make! This time in front of the Knicks bench, and Deuce McBride's 2 for 2. It's 14-6 New York. It's Embiid now, far side mid-range. Repost off the pass from Maxey on Towns. Double team from Hart. Ball came free. It's loose for Brunson. Turnover from Embiid. Right wing McBride. Sidestep. Heat check three over George. Hits again. Deuce McBride cannot miss right now. He is 3 for 3 from downtown. And Nick Nurse needs to call timeout just to cool him off.
After a 1 for 5 performance back in Game 3, what does a shooter want more than an opportunity to run it back? Because shooters got to shoot to get hot, and shooters got to shoot to stay hot. And Deuce McBride is on fire.
17-6, the Knicks have the lead. 9-6, McBride has the lead. 7.5 to go in the first quarter. It truly feels like we're in the Garden down in Philadelphia. This place is going nuts, full of thousands of fans in orange and blue. 11-point Knicks lead. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. A reminder that Philadelphia had a 20-8 lead around this point in Game 3. Knicks came back to win that by double digits. They're up by 11 right now, and you have to be ready for a big counterpunch from a team with its season on the line. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Hear that? That's the beginning of a journey powered by the confidence that comes from driving a vehicle so reliable. It's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Where your journey ends? Well, that's up to you. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
See retailer for warranty details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
Wild Turkey Bourbon Master Distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor.
Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
7:29 remaining in this first quarter. Knicks could not have asked for a better start. Philadelphia 0 of 6 from 3. The Knicks are 5 of 6 from 3. 17-6 is the score. This has been the best offense and the best defense in the Eastern Conference playoffs so far. And one thing the Knicks have made clear, if they are playing anywhere close to their peak, they are almost impossible to beat. And at least through 4.5 minutes, we have seen them close to their peak, led by 3 3-pointers from Deuce McBride, coming off a down performance on Friday. He has certainly rewarded the faith put in him by Mike Brown to get back in that starting lineup in place of the injured OG Anunoby. It'll be Sixer ball from right to left. Philly in white, New York in blue. DJ Edgecombe with the ball on the high side wing, attacking the basket to our left. Embiid top of the circle, defended by Towns. He will lob a pass to the far corner for Oubre. He attacks the baseline, splits the double team, then met by Hart. Missed a layup at the rim and tipped out by Bridges. It's McBride speeding ahead. Deuce chance start already. Thought about a left wing three, but Edgecombe won't leave him alone. Brunson gets it back to McBride. They left him alone this time. Eddie makes him pay. Deuce McBride is 4 for 4 from downtown. It's a 20-6 Knick lead.
It's just one of them days when a shooter can't be stopped.
Maxey, awkward-looking floater left side, and the putback from Oubre, goaltended by Towns. Count the basket. So it's 20-8, the exact score the Knicks were trailing by at this point in Game 3.
Man, this is incredible. This is a shooter's dream in terms of the way Deuce McBride has started this ball game.
I don't know why they sagged off of him after he passed to Brunson.
They tagged.
Brunson drives baseline fadeaway. Jumper is good from the far block over Edgecombe. Jalen Brunson's got 5 points. McBride's got 12. It's Knicks by 14. Sixer ball from right to left. George trying to break free off the screen. Instead, it's Embiid on the left side arc. He'll launch a three and buries it. It's his 4th 3-point make of the entire playoffs. Embiid is 4 of 27 in the postseason. That makes it an 11-point game. Towns able to answer. On the right wing, he sticks one into Embiid's face. The Knicks are 7 of 8 from 3. 14-point lead halfway through the first quarter.
Karl-Anthony Towns also was 0 for 2 in Game 3. He obviously battled a little bit of foul trouble, but tonight making the most of his opportunities on the floor early.
Now he wisely stays vertical on an Oubre left side drive. He lays it in left-handed from the block. No foul from Towns. 12-point Knick lead from left to right they go. Up top for McBride, defended by Towns, or rather Embiid. They want Towns with the ball in the smaller Maxey. He'll take him to the dotted line, get to the cup, and a right-hand floater using his size. Karl-Anthony Towns with 5 in a row for the Knicks. They lead by 14.
Listen, there's a lot of basketball game left to play, and I believe this is a prideful organization, in particular Tyrese Maxey. But you really wonder, as fatigue has been a factor in this series, will the Sixers be able to muster up something to close this gap?
Edgecombe slips around Brunson to the foul line, but missed a floater from 12 feet. Brunson from left to right. Waiting for his teammates to catch up behind him. It's Towns out high, defended by Maxey again. Pass to a cutting Bridges, tipped away, but he swats it toward Hart in the right corner. Out to the near sideline for McBride, defended by George. Jab step right, jab step again, tries a behind-the-back dribble, did not work. 1 second to shoot, now it's Hart into the shot clock, and he couldn't get it off in time. And the Knicks turn the ball over for the first time tonight. That is just their 3rd empty possession of the game. 7 of 8 from three-point land. Paul George said after game 1, I'm paraphrasing, but the Knicks shot the lights out. We played good defense. They can't count on great shooting like that all playoffs. I guess he was right, because they're shooting even better right now than they did in game 1, which was 52% from 3. Right now they're at 88%.
Well, he's partly right. Most basketball players look at astronomical numbers and say you got to level out at some point. But I will say the Sixers have not done their part to cause the Knicks to level out. And so, therefore, they keep taking advantage of what the defense gives them, which is good basketball.
Double bigs for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson is in, but Embiid hits a left wing three again. Towns looks to the ceiling in disbelief. It's an 11-point game. Knicks with the ball and the lead. 4:12 to go in this first quarter. Towns feeds Robinson underneath. He got blocked, and then Towns got blocked by Edgecombe. Loose ball comes to the near corner for Brunson. Looking to get rid of Paul George. Left-hand jab step, pulls up for three, and he knocks it down. Tough shot from Jalen Brunson, but he drills it from the corner, and the Knicks are back up by 14.
Let me tell you, that's one of them shots you got to make. 3 around 7 spots around the floor, off the jab step, square up, cash.
Driving layup with the right hand. Maxey banked it in. And Towns went down hard trying to block the shot. Now he's back up, but not walking well. Robinson came in for Hart. 3:40 to go in this first quarter. Knicks ball up 12. Towns on the right side. Screen for McBride. Opens up a lane. Right block. It'll hand off to Robinson for a jam underneath as Embiid came off him on help defense. 14-point lead.
Paint scoring, obviously, a huge story in this ball game so far.
Not as much as the 8 of 9 from three-point land, respectfully.
You sure right. You sure right.
There is Embiid at the foul line. Kicks it to Maxey. Left wing catch and shoot three. Front rim, backboard, no. And the rebound secured by Bridges. Brunson across the timeline. Hands to Towns. Top of the key. Pump fakes a three. George flies by, but then recovers. Knocked it loose from Towns, who hands to Brunson. 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Knicks 32. Sixers 18. Brunson buries another straight on three. The captain can't miss. 3 of 4 from downtown, and the Knicks lead by 17.
The Knicks have already knocked down 9 threes in this ball game. They are 9 of 10 as a collective from the three-point line. You talked about what Paul George had to say in terms of the efficiency and the high rate of shooting for the Knicks. Yeah, if a team is shooting not well, you got to work even harder to disrupt them. And that level of disruptive defense has not shown up on the part of the Sixers at all.
It is 35-18. 2:42 left in the first quarter. And that's all we have to say for now, Monica, because this game is speaking for itself. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. 2:42 left in the opening quarter. Knicks by 17. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month. And unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
The Knicks are 9 out of 10 from three-point land in a potential closeout game 4 here in South Philly. It's a 35-18 lead with 2:42 to go in the first quarter. Brunson's 3 of 4, McBride's 4 of 4. Towns and Hart both 1 out of 1. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Happy Mother's Day The Knicks have Brunson, Clarkson, Hart, Shamet, and Robinson on the floor. Sixers will make a substitution as well. In fact, 3 of them. They bring in Quentin Grimes, Justin Edwards, and Andre Drummond to join Maxey and Oubre. So no Embiid, Edgecombe, nor George. They're down by 17.
Obviously, Nick Nurse is just going to his fresh legs lineup, trying to find some energies. When you look at the amount of bunnies right at the rim and how short shots have been on the Sixers, it's no secret that they are dealing with some fatigue at a high level.
Strong drive from Kelly Oubre down the middle of the paint. Gets a wide open left-hand layup after bustling Brunson out of the way. Knicks by 15 from left to right they go on the blue and orange against the white, red, and blue of Philly. Brunson and Robinson, high pick and roll. Brunson left wing crossover. Top of the arc now, backs up. Pink sneakers with a white swoosh tonight for Jalen Brunson. 5 to shoot. Sends it to Shamet right corner. Foul line drive, kick out far corner. Clarkson back rim to 3, but he got fouled by Edwards in the far corner right in front of the Knicks bench. So a rare miss from 3 for the Knicks is not a miss at all. It's 3 free throws for New York with 2:09 to go in the first. They lead by 15.
Justin Edwards does his best to close out, rightfully so, because prior to that shot, the Knicks, as we mentioned, are shooting 90% from the three-point line. But that time just closes out too hard, too aggressively.
First free throw from Clarkson is good. Monica, sometimes I rely on the crowd to let us know whether or not a free throw went in. We're looking up stats, checking sponsor reads.
Right. But we're not at home, Tyler, despite it might sound that way.
So I thought Clarkson missed the first because the fans got so loud, but it went in, and then he hits the second as well with 1 more to come. We thought they took over Atlanta in round 1, but this is a completely different level. You saw it 2 years ago as well in the first round. As Clarkson gets a front rim miss on the third. So 2 free throws for Jordan Clarkson. Knicks by 17. Final 2 minutes opening quarter. Maxey at the red 7 of the center court logo on the high side arc, defended by Shamet, who had a phenomenal game 3. Spins to the right elbow and leans into the far block, missed a layup, and a rebound is whistled dead because of a loose ball foul on Jordan Clarkson. Trying to push Andre Drummond out of the way.
How much do you think that call was impacted by the sound of hollering like he had been pushed for dear life by Andre Drummond? Because ain't no way Jordan Clarkson is pushing that much on that big man.
In fairness, I think that was the first foul of the quarter and therefore of the game on the Knicks. So if they stay clean for 10 minutes. But yes, Drummond was awfully loud with the contact. Maxey, floater from the foul line, missed it, but a foul. Landry Shamet had the hands in there, so Shamet's first foul will send Maxey to the free throw line.
That one was exceptionally light. I thought Shamet had outstanding position. And yeah, a little finger brush touch there, but the speed of Tyrese Maxey, that's what you deal with.
Would you like to take this time to address Joel Embiid's comments about the free throw disparity favoring New York in Game 3, followed up by the quote, "I guess it's good when New York wins," suggesting a kind of grand conspiracy that they would pick one big market over another big market?
Has he been fined yet?
I don't believe so. And, of course, those comments were quickly ridiculed as Maxey got the first, missed the second, but it's tipped in by Drummond. And now Josh Hart comes down, grabbing his left ankle. He's back up on his feet and able to jog back down court from left to right. It's a 14-point game off a 3-point possession for Philly. Anyway, a lot of the Knicks' free throws in Game 3 came from Hack-a-Mitch, so it was a weird argument from Embiid. It's Shamet top of the key, back near midcourt now. Maxey on him, screen on the right from Robinson. Pump fake to the right wing, now he takes the 3, and he knocks it down. The Knicks aren't just making threes, they're making tough three-pointers. They're 10 of 11. Shamet's on the board, they lead by 17.
But as you watch these threes, Tyler, there's so much patience and poise, and that's what you drill as a shooter, right? Like you have your rhythm, you have your formation of your shot down to a science that it can't be rushed.
Air ball left wing 3 or left corner 3 from Edwards. Tip-in wouldn't go from Drummond. Hart with that ankle looking okay, speeds ahead. Clarkson up top, extra pass. Shamet wide open right angle triple, hits again. The Knicks have tied.
What do the kids do? The little nose scuba diving dance?
You're looking like Tyler Cole. The Knicks have tied an NBA playoff record with 11 made three-pointers. As we hit the final minute of the first quarter, they lead by 20, 43-23. They've got Monica doing dances on Radio Row. And now Mitchell Robinson foul drawn by Tyrese Maxey will get free throws for Philly at the basket to our left.
They are 11 of 12, folks. Like, again, another unheard of performance in the start of a closeout opportunity.
Maxey gets the first free throw. He's got 8 of their 24 points. Knicks by 19. The Sixers are 2 of 10 from 3. By the way, 10 assists on 15 made field goals for the Knicks. They're not just pulling up off the dribble here. They're running clean and obviously very efficient offense. Maxey misses the second free throw. Rebound Robinson. Can they hit a three and set the new NBA playoff record? Hart, far corner. Baseline drive on Maxey. Seals him off on a spin move. Far side mid-range now. Backing him down. Foul line fade away. Tough shot off the back rim and a rebound for Drummond.
Oh, Josh Hart, don't you know nothing is falling for this team other than threes? Silly?
Trying to get himself involved a bit. He's got 1 3-pointer.
That's what I'm saying. But the Knicks are incredible from the three-point line tonight. 91%. I mean, 71% from overall is not bad at all either.
We'll give him the 2-for-1 benefit of the doubt.
There you go.
They will get the ball back after that rush. Shot 3 to shoot, 9 to play. Maxey sprinting inside, dribbled off his leg, comes to the near sideline, and a shot clock violation. Knicks will get it back with 5.3 on the clock. Make it 6.3. They add another second. 43-24 the score, and the Knicks wanted to go quick, but Nick Nurse will get a substitution in with VJ Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes, who took a hit in the side of the head during that last sequence.
So if they get one more three up, they can break the record for threes in a quarter?
Yep.
There's time. So you're saying there's a chance.
They've tied Cleveland's record against Miami last year. I guarantee Cleveland didn't go 11 for 12. Brunson across midcourt with 4, left to right, top of the key, Shamet with 2, 1 dribble, 3 in the air, off the mark, back rimmed it. Shamet yelling in anger that he couldn't bury it, and he didn't even know history was on the line. But the Knicks have tied an NBA playoff record with 11 made three-pointers in a single quarter. Their franchise record in any quarter, regular season or playoffs, is 11.
One of the popular questions, as you know, I've brought you into my world of engaging fans via Instagram, was would this team continue to run through Karl Anthony Towns as a hub? It has looked very different tonight, so not in the traditional way, but I would like to call out that off of Karl Anthony Towns' passes in this first quarter, the Knicks are 5 of 6 tonight, and his 5 assists are the most he's had in the first quarter of a playoff game in his career. That is only to be outdone by the 11 threes this team has made as a collective.
I probably said this phrase one too many times in Game 6 against Atlanta, but there's a long way to go.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
43-24 is the score. Knicks by 19. It feels like now or never for a realistic comeback bid for the Sixers, and they have to know that too when the second quarter begins. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Knicks 43 because they went 11 of 13 from beyond the arc. Sixers 24. They went 2 for 10 from downtown. You're listening to New York Knicks playoff basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Well, keep it rolling for a couple more quarters, and you're on your way to the Eastern Conference Finals. That has to be the Knicks' mindset right now, up 3-0 in round two. They started this game as well as you could possibly imagine, unless maybe you go back to Game 6 against Atlanta. But 11 three-pointers, 43-24, Knicks by 19. They'll get the ball to begin the second quarter. It is Jose Alvarado to run the point to begin this frame. Out there with Shamet, Clarkson, Hart, and Towns, who finds a cutting Clarkson inside for a left-hand layup. Looked like he landed on Oubre's foot, so he's hobbling back down court. But Jordan Clarkson has 4 points in 3 minutes.
I will say, Tyler, I'm not in love with how many times I feel like guys are coming up a little bit gimpy. All the more reason to get this done tonight so they can have ample time to rest just in case there becomes some nagging, looming sort of injuries.
Right side mid-ranger from Paul George is good off the assist from B.J. Edgecombe. Knicks 45, Sixers 26. Josh Hart, strong arms at three, wide open from the left wing. Embiid gets the rebound. They were sagging off him big time. Edwards left corner. Screen from Embiid. He'll get to the near elbow pull-up jumper. Short, but a foul on Clarkson. That's his second foul, and Justin Edwards in his second year from Philadelphia will get 2 free throws. 11-11 to go in the second quarter. Knicks by 19. They've led by as many as 21.
We are in an interesting moment in this game because over the course of the regular season and even frankly into the playoffs, as you mentioned, the Knicks' slow start in Game 3, 20-8 home. 20 points is really not a lot in today's NBA. It feels like a more notable league in this contest because of what we've seen through the series and the energy that's required to close that gap and to take a lead. But the Knicks need to go back to what Mikal Bridges said after Game 3's game in the walkout interview. You still got to have the mindset 0-0 and have the appropriate desperation. My third key tonight was the word urgency. That applies here even though this team obviously is up.
It was after Game 2 against Atlanta when the Hawks tied the series. Mikal Bridges said, well, we're down 1-1. He's always had the mindset of the Knicks trying to play catch-up. As the free throws are good for Edwards, he's made it a 17-point game. Alvarado with the Knicks from left to right in blue and orange. Sixers in white, red, and blue. Towns to the far side, mid-range. Hook pass to the right corner for Hart. Too tall, off his fingertips, out of bounds. Knicks only had 1 turnover the entire first quarter. That's an early one here in the second.
They obviously set a very, very high bar in that first quarter.
Paul George, far corner three, in and out over Towns. They are 2 of 11 from downtown. Clarkson on the right side, hop steps around Grimes, finds Shamet right corner, rattles in a three. 12 out of 15 from three, and Landry Shamet's got 3 of them for a 20-point lead.
He's already got 9 points in this ball game. Obviously, he had 15 in Game 3, but it's just been great to honor his process, to see him come back and have the opportunity to be impactful in this postseason.
And then they trap Paul George across midcourt. He fumbled the ball into the backcourt, and when he touched it, they whistle a backcourt violation. 10:30 left in the second quarter. Knicks 48, Sixers 28. Knicks in search of a sweep. For the first time since going 4-0 against Atlanta in the second round back in 1999. Down to the near side angle. Up top it's Shamet, marked by Edwards, between the legs dribble, now behind the back. Shamet showing off the handle, right side mid-range, fading pull-up, misses short. Rebound Clarkson, underneath to Towns, touch pass, Hart, far block, spins, shoots, scores, and one! Foul on Embiid, and the Knicks are just toying with the Sixers right now, up by 22.
It literally looked like the 3-man weave from basketball camp, except in the paint. That was incredible.
A touch pass from Towns, almost volleyball style as Embiid came at him. Hart hesitated off the spin. Embiid caught in the air. And a 3-point play opportunity for Hart as the Let's Go Knicks chants are louder than ever right now. At the basket too, all right. He sinks the free throw. It's a 23-point lead.
What jubilee. Orange and blue jubilee.
Orange and blue jubilee. That's a t-shirt. There's Edgecombe across the midcourt. Pass to the right wing for George. Almost stolen by a Hart, but the veteran seals him off. Screen up top from Embiid. Pick and roll. Left elbow George. Left hand dribble. 2 steps toward the cup. And a tough floater. Drops it off the back rim despite the good defense from Towns.
That was a great move by Paul George, though. He has almost a small step back in that move to get away from Towns.
51-30. Knicks in front. 9:42 to go in the second. Alvarado and Towns pick and roll. Pocket pass, right elbow, hop step, pass to a cutting Hart, floater, around and down for Josh Hart. He's got 5 straight Knick points, 8 for the game, and a 23-point lead. Now Edgecombe left side, slashing toward the cup, rising with the right hand for a bank shot layup around Hart. PJ Edgecombe working hard for his first basket. 21-point game. Towns out high. Fake the handoff, speeds to the cup, hook pass over his head to Shamet, and he missed a corner 3, but an offensive rebound for Hart. Alvarado out high, passes left for Shamet, foul line fee Clarkson, floater won't go too strong, and B gets the rebound.
I'm not going to lie, if Shamet had hit that shot off that pass, things were really getting silly.
Now it's Grimes streaking ahead, missed a right-hand layup, Nick Nurse hands on the back of his head, can't believe it. Hart finds Clarkson into the right corner, Alvarado, and he got tripped up on a drive toward the near wing by Grimes. Second foul on the Sixers. 8:52 to go in the second quarter. Knicks by 21, and they are looking like the NBA version of the Globetrotters at times in the second quarter with their passing, shooting, and just playmaking, as they will make some substitutions. Clarkson, Hart, and Shamet out. McBride, Bridges, and Robinson in to join Towns and Alvarado.
To that end, I mean, the Knicks have assisted on 14 of the 19 shots they've made.
How about 15 of the 20? Alvarado finds Towns for a right corner 3. It's a 24-point lead.
This is just impressive.
And Bridges steals a pass to the right wing for Edgecombe. Sprinting up court, he'll find a right corner shooter. Alvarado sets his feet, takes the shot. Air ball too strong. Rebound Robinson. McBride left wing triple. It's good. Deuce McBride is 5 out of 5. There's a magnet in the basketball for the Knicks tonight. They've got a 59-32 lead with 8.5 to go in the second quarter of Game 4.
I am without words. What a dominant performance. Man, and to me, it is clearly contagious on both sides of the floor. The Knicks have a couple of steals in this one. They're just loving finding one another. And this place, I'm not going to disrespect the Garden ever, but it sure sounds like it's a home game.
The Knicks are 14 of 19 from 3. They lead this closeout game by 27. And yes, if you're thinking deja vu from round 1,
you finally let yourself say it?
We'll allow it. But still, 8.5 to go in the second quarter. The Knicks will not shoot 74% for the remainder of the afternoon. At least I don't think so. But they lead at 59-32. Timeout, Nick Nurse. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Hear that? That's the beginning of a journey powered by the confidence that comes from driving a vehicle so reliable. It's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Where your journey ends? Well, that's up to you. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
See retailer for warranty details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit Dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
That Knicks timeout was sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Thousands of Sixer fans perhaps wishing they had saved their ticket costs today. But 8:26 to go for a very talented team in the second quarter. Now, the second quarter on Friday is when things flipped in the Knicks' favor. Jose Alvarado hit a three-pointer with about 8:20 left in the first half to put the Knicks in front, 38-35. They never trailed from there after falling behind 20-8 in the early going. Right now, they're up by 27 and a potential closeout game 4. Joel Embiid at the top of the arc. Sixers from right to left. He hands to George. Maxey's back in as well with Edgecombe and Dominic Barlow for the first time. Embiid rips the net on a left baseline jumper for 2. It's a 25-point game.
To Joel Embiid's credit, he does have 2 threes in tonight's contest as the Knicks have gone back to that double big lineup with Towns and Robinson both on the floor.
4 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Bridges and Robinson right side pick and roll. Bridges to Towns at the far corner. Baseline drive sealed off by George. Spins, kicks, right wing Bridges. Catch and drive, pull up jumper near baseline. Very short. Rebound Maxey. 7:44 left in the second quarter. Maxey out high, passes right to George. Alvarado defending him, but George gets rid of it anyway. Embiid with his left foot at the near point. To midcourt for Maxey. Driving left baseline, Robinson stuck with him. Embiid gets open left wing. He'll catch, drive, and hits a right-hand layup. He comes away limping, but nobody touched him. 59-36.
It looks like the Knicks made a business decision on that one. Nobody contested.
Now McBride drives the lane, missed a left-hand layup. Rebound Robinson, almost tip-slammed it, but it came off the front rim and then down underneath his legs. It's tied up by Barlow, so Robinson and Dominic Barlow will take the tip as Brunson and Towns check back in.
It is so odd. Well, odd is one way to describe it. It's unusual, but it's a great feeling as a team to be in a game where you're shooting 44% from the two-point land, but 73% from three-point land. And that's where the Knicks are in this one so far tonight.
At the foul line to our right, Robinson, the 7-footer against Barlow, who's 6'9". John Goble throws it up, and Robinson wins it toward the timeline for Brunson. Just 9 to shoot, though, on the left sideline. Marked by George. Screen on the right from Bridges. Rejects it with a crossover to the far baseline. On the left-hand scoop shot, misses short. Rebound Robinson. Kick out Bridges. Far corner Brunson. Catch and shoot 3. Short. Got his own rebound. Steps toward the cup. Out to the left wing for Bridges. He'll launch a 3. Front rim, no. Tipped by Robinson again, but this time Barlow stepped in front of Bridges. Tipped it out of bounds off of Philly. And the Knicks will get a 4th shot opportunity on this possession, up by 23.
All right, you said it, that it was unlikely that the Knicks would remain as hot as they did in the first quarter, where they shot 84% from the three-point line. And that's okay, because there's a lot of room before they would be turned into a bad shooting night.
Brunson, right elbow, alley-oop. Robinson couldn't lay it in off the front rim, and he tipped it out to McBride. Another offensive rebound. Baseline drive, Hart, floater won't go. Robinson got a hand on it, but Barlow took it away. And the Knicks come up empty on 5 shots on the possession. Maxey speeding ahead coast to coast for a right-hand layup. And out of the timeout, the Sixers have scored 6 straight points. It's now down to a 21-point game.
Honestly, Tyrese Maxey just going full go. And Joel Embiid at the rim have been the best offense for the Sixers.
But a momentum stopper for Mikal Bridges. He went from the foul line all the way to the right block for a right-hand layup. Bridges has 4 points. Feels like he's got about 10 with the rest of the team scoring brilliantly around him. Edgecombe is straight on 3, off the front rim, then off the backboard, and a loose ball foul by Barlow over the top of Josh Hart, who was slow to get up. First foul on Barlow, 3rd foul on the Sixers. Halfway through the second quarter. Josh Hart on his feet now, but clearly shaken up. It's 61-38 Knicks.
The Sixers are just 2 for 12 from the three-point line. Woo!
Nick Nurse said he's not sure how to generate better looks than what they're getting in the series. He says his players just need to start making the looks, and that has not happened so far tonight. McBride up top. Pass to his left for Bridges. 12 to shoot. Screen on the right for McBride. Robinson up top. Try to hand it back to Bridges. He did. Right corner shooter Josh Hart. Front rim to 3. Rebound Edgecombe. Knicks started 14 of 19 from 3. They've missed their last 3. Maxey slashing again. Right-hand layup off the back rim. Rebound fumbled by Embiid. Knicks on the break. 4-on-1. A Hart to a left wing shooter. McBride off the catch. He can't hit that one. He was 5 of 5. Offensive rebound. Bridges surrounded by Barlow and Edgecombe. Spins away from the double team and banked in another layup. And a right-hand bicep flex from the slender Mikal Bridges.
I actually thought that was going to be an and one play. We're going to get a trip to the free throw line.
So he earned it, and he gets a hand in on a pass left wing to Embiid. They're down on the deck for it. Jump ball is called, and Embiid is grabbing his lower back near his left hip. 5:06 to go in the second quarter. 6-0 Philly run has been answered by a Knick burst. It's back to a 25-point lead, and Embiid is booed by the Knicks fans on his home court as he's just now helped to his feet by Maxey and George.
I just love the energy of Mikal Bridges, though. He deflects that ball. It's loose. Both he and Joel Embiid dive on the floor, trying to get to it. Nothing malicious there. I mean, it's a bang-bang play. You had appendectomy a couple weeks ago. You decide to play. It's how it goes.
It'll be a center court jump ball. Karl Anthony Towns will check in. He has not committed a foul yet. Mitchell Robinson only has 1. So Robinson out, Towns in. It is a 25-point Knick lead with 5:06 to go in the second quarter. 14 on the shot clock. It'll start ticking down if Philly wins the jump. It'll go to 24 if the Knicks win it. And Embiid with a size advantage on Bridges. Tips it back toward Edgecombe. Crosses over Towns, top of the key. Driving the lane and an acrobatic left-hand layup for Edgecombe. Gets 2 around Towns. It's back to a 23-point game. Brunson slipping to the foul line. Hop step in the lane and a high arcing floater won't go. Towns got a hand on the offensive rebound, and then another jump ball is called. I believe B.J. Edgecombe got hands on it, so he's giving up almost half a foot to Towns. They will jump it up at the right side foul line. The Knicks are out offensive rebounding the Sixers 10-4, and a lot of that has happened on the last few possessions.
I also will say this, there's a level of scrappiness that's sort of been renewed by the Sixers here, so the Knicks got to make sure that they are mindful to meet that moment.
Tap to the near sideline. Brunson able to save it. Keeps his tippy toes in bounds despite the pressure of Oubre. Now it's Towns at the right point. Brunson comes toward the ball. They'll give him a handoff. Just 3 to shoot, though. Brunson right wing. Right hand dribble. Step back toward the near angle. Three-pointer. Short. Rebound Edgecombe. The Knicks have missed their last 5 3-pointers. Now it is Edgecombe stepping toward the lane. Floater, no. Tip in rebound from Embiid and 1. He was pushed in the back by Towns. Now Brunson wants to challenge, but all they would get, I believe, is just no free throw for Embiid unless he thinks Embiid committed the foul. 4:20 left in the second quarter. Sixers, I guess you could say, hanging around. They're only down by 21 now after trailing by as many as 27.
The PA announcer just said that was Karl Anthony Towns' second. I have him down for 1 according to our box score, which I was about to comment on being very impressive for him in this series.
It is just his first. At the basket to our left, Towns connects on the free throw. It's a 20-point game, and Mike Brown will take a timeout. The Sixers have shaved 7 points off the Knicks' lead. They're back within 20, 63-43, with 4:20 left in the second quarter. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon.
What a terrific game so far, but we said that it was a long game. As giddy as that first quarter made you, the Sixers have made a push, and the Knicks have gotten a little less effective from behind the three-point line in the second quarter. And so everybody still needs to be prepared to play with a level of intensity and meet the urgency of the moment.
Become an Amazon Hub partner and earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Learn more about Amazon Hub Delivery and get started at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. McBride has 15 on 5 3-pointers. Brunson has 11. Shamit's got 9. But Joel Embiid trying to drag the Sixers back in this thing. 15 points in 17 minutes. Tyrese Maxey has 10 as well. But with 4:20 left before halftime, it's a 20-point Knicks lead and a potential closeout Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Terrell Owens of 49er and Eagle fame is shown on the video board here. That's my quarterback. 63-43. Knicks in front. 4:20 left in this second quarter.
Just to be clear, folks, Tyler's a 49ers fan.
No, but his quote was, "That's my quarterback." I think he was crying. Was it Tony Romo who got injured and he was upset about it? I forget.
Was it Romo? I remember when he said it, but I can't remember the quarterback.
Neither can I. And he was doing sit-ups on his front lawn.
That's probably when I first fell for media. I'm like, why is everybody in this guy's driveway? What's going on?
That made you want to be a
on
journalist?
The bench. I was like, what is this? What's happening? This seems odd.
Next question.
Yes.
4:18 to go in the second quarter. T.O. is here. Knicks by 20. But they've gone cold from 3. Missing their last 5 after starting 14 of 19. From left to right they go. 8 to shoot for Brunson on the right side. It's Towns, near side, mid-post, backing down George, left-hand dribble toward the dotted line. Spins to the restricted area, missed the shot, but they're going to call him for an offensive foul. And he comes away grabbing his lip. But it will be the second foul on Towns, as that Paul George matchup has not been easy to deal with for Towns.
I just really wish he had gone the other way. I mean, George waited. He clearly has watched the tape. Literally, he fell as Karl-Anthony Towns was making his move. Like, he just sold it. If Cat drops to the left, goes the other way, he'd have had a layup.
Oubre, far angle. Marked by Brunson. Crossover to the foul line, trying to post him up. Spins middle of the lane, and a floater missed short. They're going to call a foul on Jalen Brunson this time. It's his first. I thought they might get Towns with his third coming over on help defense, so I think they're okay with that result, even though the Knicks did not like the foul call.
So now we've got a little bit of strategy here, right? Kelly Oubre is one of the guys for the Sixers who's been able to play with some energy tonight. He's got 6 points in this one to not be a guy named Embiid or Maxey. Leads the way with scoring. Every time he sees Jalen Brunson, he's looking to take him in the paint and see what he can create.
But he front rims the free throw. And you're right, Monica, that's been a reliable source of offense for Oubre. He's got size and length on Brunson, and he's been able to get to a decent shooting area, but they haven't always dropped for him. At the foul line to our left, he'll take a couple dribbles. And he was about to make it, but then Drummond tipped it in off the front rim, so basket interference and an empty possession for Oubre and the Sixers, still a 20-point Knick lead.
That is a fatigue mistake, if I've ever seen one.
Knicks have their starting five out there. That means McBride is in each of his first 5 3-pointers. OG Anunoby still day-to-day with a hamstring strain. It's Hart at the center court logo. Knicks attacking the basket to our right. Up top for Towns, marked by Drummond. He'll rip through, drive right, kick it right corner. Brunson, three-pointer. It's good! And he went down on the floor. He thought Oubre fouled him, but Jalen Brunson gives the Knicks a 23-point lead. Oubre on the other end left corner, holds the ball high. Jab steps left, kicks up top for George. Underneath, he'll find a right hand slamming Andre Drummond. It's a 21-point game.
All right, look at that.
3:05 to go. Brunson, right side baseline, penetration, kick, right wing three. Hart connects. Josh Hart has not had a great postseason from 3, but he's hit 2 of 4 tonight. It's Oubre already to the front court. Reverse layup wouldn't go, but he got fouled by Towns. 24-point Knick lead. 2:53 to go in the second quarter. But one of the paths to a comeback for the Sixers is getting Towns off the floor. And he'll have to leave now with 3 fouls in 17 minutes. He has 9 assists, Monica.
Listen, to finish the first quarter with 5, I mean, yes, Karl Anthony Towns is a hub for this offense all over the floor.
Oubre will get 2 more free throws, and this one is good. So Robinson's coming in, Towns coming out. He is 2 points, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds away from a triple-double.
So if we just look at this second quarter in isolation after the Knicks obviously had a very comfortable margin, a 19-point margin after the first quarter, the score is 26-22 in favor of the Knicks. And so it is obviously a much closer game, which our eyes are also telling us. So they've got to continue to meet the moment and make sure they are not letting the Sixers outwork them.
Oubre gets 2. It is a 22-point game. Knicks have led by as many as 27. They trailed 2-0. They're going to hack a Mitch, 2:48 to go in the second quarter. He was 4 of 8 from the line on Friday, including 1 trip when he made 2 of 2, and another trip when he was 0 of 2. They're going to have to do it again, though, because they only had 4 fouls. Now they only have 4, so you need to get to 5 to force him to the free throw line. Brunson, far sideline inbound. Can they run a quick play to avoid the foul on Robinson? No, they pass him the ball, and then he's pushed in the back by Drummond, which will send Mitchell Robinson to the free throw line. 2:47 left in the second quarter. Knicks lead 69-47.
Well, it seemed improbable to have a team shoot 84% from the three-point line. So the basket is wide open tonight. And Mitchell Robinson has talked about wanting to take pride in these opportunities so that he is not a liability when he's on the floor. Why not in front of his semi-home crowd?
I love that perspective. Right side foul line, hits the first. I can definitely tell you based off the crowd now if the shot went in or not. They are going nuts for Mitchell Robinson. He had 6 points in game 3, 4 at the free throw line, and the other 2, I guarantee you saw the still frame of it on social media. The inbound alley-oop over the back of Joel Embiid.
Oh, my God!
So Monica definitely saw it.
I made it the cover of my post.
Robinson gets both. 71-47, and Nick Nurse might just be out of options if Robinson's going to hit free throws. George out high, passes right to Embiid. He'll feed the far corner for B.J. Edgecombe, who front rims the 3 as he hit the rookie wall. Rebound Hart, bounce pass to a streaking McBride on the high side wing, picked up his dribble, pivots, looking for a way out with George hounding him. We'll get it to Brunson near midcourt. 2:20 left in the second quarter. Brunson crosses Oubre all the way to the rim. Left-hand layup, no. Tipped in by Robinson, but first we have a foul on the initial Brunson shot, I believe. So you can't count the basket. It should be free throws for Brunson if we have it right.
Fouls on Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd.
And yes, Embiid fouled.
No, it's Robinson on the rebound.
Embiid fouled Robinson. But they say it was before he was tipping that ball in. So instead of an and 1, it's no basket and 2 free throws. It's a bit of a tough break for the Knicks, but they'll get the hottest shooter in the series.
There you go.
Back to the line.
There you go.
At the right side basket. That one rattled out. Soft touch They roll from the left side rim all the way to the back iron and then poke free to the right. So not off by much as he'll get his second free throw. Edgecombe comes out. It has not been his night. Grimes comes in. Another free throw for Robinson. In the air, off the back rim, tip back to Robinson to the free throw line. Brunson at the left point can slow things down. Knicks lead by 24. Another offensive rebound from Mitchell Robinson. Knicks have 12 of them in this first half. Brunson off the dribble, straight on three. Bricked it wide left. George the rebound. He'll spin out of pressure. Robinson, 4 offensive rebounds today. George skips a pass, left corner, Grimes, a catch and shoot three. Buried it. Over the closeout of Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes with a three-pointer makes it a 21-point game.
Now, if this thing it falls to around 15-14, I mean, that's nothing in an NBA basketball game with so much time left to play. So, again, the Knicks have to keep their foot on the gas.
Last thing you want to do is use the Sixer team hope. 94 seconds left before halftime. Bridges crossing to the far side, mid-range pull-up jumper is perfect over Embiid. And if he finds that range consistently, like he has all series, that's an unblockable shot from Mikal Bridges. He's got 8 points, 1:20 left in the second quarter.
He's got 6 points in this second quarter, might I add. Oh,
gosh. Look out here. Robinson pulls down Embiid from behind on the far side mid-range. It's the second foul on Robinson. Embiid fell down backwards on top of him, and he had to worry about extracurriculars happening, but good to see both of those gargantuan players separated. Free throws for Embiid, and Robinson just sets up on the far side lane line.
So, just the rest of this way, we got 1:15 to go here in the second quarter. I'm going to keep an eye just on this second quarter box because I really want to see what are the Knicks going to go to in terms of opportunities to grow and be better in the second half. A lot of it obviously is going to come from this second quarter. The margin in terms of scoring is just 4 with Joel Embiid heading to the free throw line. The Knicks still have an advantage at the three-point line. They're shooting 35% in the second quarter. The Sixers are shooting just 25% from the three in the second quarter. But the Sixers are 5 of 6 on the free throw line as the free throws are about to come up. That's been a key, and the Knicks are just 3 of 5.
It looks like Paul George is bleeding out of his right hand, so a timeout on the floor while they address that. The Knicks have a 73-50 lead with 1:15 to go in the second quarter.
All right, as this thing is winding down, let's take a look at our ingredients to victory brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. And so far in this basketball game, obviously, three-point shooting has been a thing of beauty. Chef's kiss, stick your finger in the bowl while grandma was baking, all of that, run away with a little sweet treat. That's what you got in terms of three-point shooting. The perfect day on Mother's Day, baking with your loved ones, right? Then last for me, I'm still going to rebounding because the Knicks have done an outstanding job on the glass in this one. 26-17 in the rebounding category, good for 11 second chance points. Those are your ingredients to victory, brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. Calandra's Bakery, just 4 simple ingredients and still made by hand since 1962. Available fresh daily at your local supermarket.
First free throw from Embiid, nothing but net. He has not missed a shot in this game 4, 16 points, 6 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from downtown, and now 2 of 2 from the line. Knicks by 22. Well, this is around the time you felt the Hawks fold in Game 6 in the first round. That has not happened from Philadelphia as Embiid gets both, so 17 points for him. That's a game high. 1:15 left in the second quarter. 21-point game after the Knicks led by as many as 27. From left to right comes Jalen Brunson and the Knicks on the near sideline. Bridges, Huckporty out on the floor with Robinson getting hacked and Towns with 3 fouls. McBride up top, dribbles left elbow on Maxey, creates some space, steps back, and a reach-in by Maxey will send McBride to the free throw line. Now, this is where the Hackovich hurts Philly. They put themselves in the penalty, so every foul is free throws. McBride was actually passing out of that jump shot, so instead of a side out, it'll be 2 free throws for an excellent foul shooter. McBride 79% during the regular season, and that one's perfect to make it a 22-point game.
It's a good-looking shot by Deuce McBride. And you're right, as soon as he shot that, I was like, I should have kept going with the shot to get to the free throw line. But you're right, bonus.
The video board says, make some noise, get loud. And I'm sure folks can hear that is not working. It's on your feet. Everybody is seated here unless the folks are dressed in orange and blue. And there are thousands of them, maybe even tens of thousands as McBride gets both. 23-point Knick lead, final minute, second quarter. Embiid up top, pass from Maxey was tipped and stolen by Bridges. Hard across the timeline to Brunson, wide open right wing three. McBride's even more open, and he hits a corner triple. It's his sixth three-pointer of the first half, and Deuce McBride gives the Knicks a 26-point lead.
He is asking these folks, what's the record in this joint? What history can I break today from behind the three-point line?
Joel Embiid foul baits and succeeds. He leaned in for an awkward fadeaway, middle of the lane on Hukporti. They will give him the foul call. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. It is a 26-point Knick lead, 78-52.
Man, well, you don't expect the Sixers to roll over. They're going to do their best with what they've got, but the Knicks just continue. They have the opportunity to come at you in waves, which is something that as you listen to sports talk, television, or even radio, it's a characteristic that is most often associated with the Oklahoma City Thunder as one of the teams that are remaining in this playoff.
Foul line left. It's Embiid with the free throw. He drains it. 4 for 4 from the line, 18 points. Before Deuce McBride drilled another three. It was Embiid leading the way in the scoring department, but McBride's got 20. Easy math. 6 threes, 2 free throws. 20 points for Deuce McBride. And you feel even more confident going forward about him stepping in, whether it's in a starting role for OG Anunoby or just staying hot off the bench. Because remember, it was Landry Shamet who had to close because McBride was a little bit off in game 3. McBride's making sure he continues to be the lead option if they need an extra starter. Free throw's good for Embiid. 24-point Knick lead. 8 to shoot, 19 to play. Bridges at the right side. He'll dribble, drive, kick. Left wing three, Josh Hart. Another three! Josh Hart's got 3 3-pointers today. 81-54. Knicks by 27.
The Knicks are approaching NBA record and a half as well, the way that they're shooting.
They got 18 right now. 3 seconds left. Grimes off the dribble. Hits a three with 1.2 to go for the near side angle. 24-point game. Hart will chuck it from 60 feet. It comes up short. And at the half, thanks to a blistering shooting first quarter and just enough to sustain it in the second, the Knicks have an 81-57 lead, up 24 in a potential closeout game on the road in Philly.
With those 18 threes, they have in fact tied the record, and so it's been an outstanding night as far as three-point shooting for this team. Man, and what I really appreciate, Tyler, is you and I have talked a lot through this playoff series that they have not been reliant on the three, but when you're shooting this well, you ain't got to fix it because it ain't broke.
They went through a 2-for-8 slump after starting 14 of 19, but then Deuce McBride got right back in the three-point column with Josh Hart not far behind. Keep an eye on Josh Hart. He was 7 of 34 from 3, first 9 games of the postseason, 3 of 5 tonight. If that continues, well, look out, Eastern Conference and beyond. It is time for the halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter. It's hosted by our good friend Pat O'Keefe. Stay tuned. The Knicks have an 81-57 lead at the half in Game 4. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age up to 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
Hoops fans, let's clear the glass. Citywide window cleaning. 3rd generation, 50-plus years serving Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Hoboken, and Jersey City. Commercial or residential, we go full court with private home cleanings, empty apartment turnarounds, and monthly amenity spaces. Property managers, resident managers, private tenants, book annual or bi-yearly cleanings. We treat your windows like our own. No job too big or small. Get a quote at cwwindow.com. Citywide, see the city like it's courtside.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. Now, here's Pat O'Keefe.
And the Knicks are putting on an absolute show in their attempt to complete a 4-game playoff sweep for the first time in 27 years. On this Mother's Day, 81-57 is the halftime score, as the Knicks have already knocked down 18 three-pointers, a 62% clip. Just an unbelievable performance so far for the Knicks in the first half in Philadelphia. We welcome you into the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter. Pat O'Keefe joining you from our New York City studios. Closeout scenario for the Knicks, leading 3-0. Second straight game without OG Anunoby, and once again, they have come out with the absolute right mindset. Great to be joined, as we have been throughout the playoffs, by Alan Hahn to break down the first half. And Alan, I'll just throw this out to you. Generally, please just sum up what we just saw in the first half from this team in a closeout scenario.
This is as locked in as we've ever seen this group, and it shows you that closeout game in Atlanta had that same feel. Just stepped into that game locked in and blew the Hawks off the floor, and it kind of had that same feel here with that 17-6 start. 22-8. Like, it just felt like they were ready right out of the gate, and they caught the Sixers just scrambling. The three-point shot is also it is the greatest weapon in the sport, and when you shoot it at the clip, the Knicks shot it, especially in that first quarter. I mean, 11 of 13, and Deuce McBride, you talk about locked in, 6 of 7 from downtown. It's really about that more than anything. The Knicks defense was very good. The Sixer defense was horrifically bad, and the Knicks just picked them apart with great passing. It's really the culmination of all these things, the mental approach the Knicks took to this game, and then on top of it, the red-hot three-point shooting was a recipe for success and a recipe for disaster for the Sixers. And the Knicks have another half to go here. The Sixers did punch back a little in that second quarter now, Pat, but still, when you look at 81-57 in a closeout game on the road at the half, if you're the Knicks, you're taking this and you're just trying to bring it home.
They led by 19 after the first, increased that lead to 24 here at the half. They've led by as many as 27. Knicks fans, the action doesn't stop when the buzzer sounds. Catch ESPN New York on YouTube for all the New York sports talk you love. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Subscribe now and stay locked in. ESPN New York on YouTube. And with the Knicks up 81-57, it's time now for the top shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon.
It's McBride speeding ahead. Deuce chance start already. Thought about a left wing three, but Edgecombe won't leave him alone. Brunson gets it back to McBride. They left him alone this time. Eddie makes him pay. Deuce McBride is 4 for 4 from downtown. It's a 20-6 Knick lead.
It's just one of them days when a shooter can't be stopped.
Alan, playoff game, non-playoff game, middle of the week game in January. I don't remember a game where the Knicks were this hot from downtown.
Yeah, like especially what we're seeing. Well, especially in the postseason, Pat. This is all franchise record stuff we're seeing, and this run has been all historic. If you think about it, all the different things that we've seen them do since this run started in Game 4 in Atlanta, it's one after another, these different historical landmarks that they are hitting and benchmarks that they're hitting. And, you know, you wonder when do they get cold? But that's what it feels like when you have a group that is as locked in as this team is. Mike Brown has talked about it, how this team's been through some stuff. They've been through this, and it's almost like it's kind of coming together at the right time where they all understand where they are in the moment. Look, a lot of teams after going up 3-0 might just, maybe a little complacent coming into a game like this, a little softer coming into a game like this, and the home team especially comes out and they're ready to throw every haymaker they can throw. The Sixers did not do that, and the Knicks looked like the hungrier team, and it was something I thought that Mikal Bridges said to us on the MSG postgame show about the mindset of going into this game coming out of Game 3 up 3-0. He said the mentality is 0-0 and to be desperate and to play desperate. And they certainly look like that's what they're doing here.
Yeah, they've been the team that has looked more desperate since the opening tip, and that was the top shelf performance of the game, brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. Aged longer and never watered down. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Campari America, New York, New York, never compromise, drink responsibly. This is the Knicks Halftime Report, powered by ZipRecruiter. Pat O'Keefe with Alan Hahn. Knicks lead the 76ers 81-57 in their attempt to close out this second-round series in a 4-game sweep. So they're on a 6-game winning streak right now, Alan. 5 of those wins by double figures. This is Game 7. The Knicks are up by 24. They're on the verge of returning to the conference finals. What are you learning from the Knicks during this now 7-game stretch?
Yeah, it's to me, it's the mental toughness. A lot of toughness talk has been surrounding this team over the last 2 years when they made some changes to the roster, and that's been brought up a lot. And I'll tell you, is in this stretch, it's amazing what happens when a team goes down 2-1 in the first round when they have expectations of reaching the NBA Finals. You have this sort of, meeting of the minds. All right, who are we? What do we want to be? Is this who we're going to be? And it just feels like everyone just understood that they need to take it up a notch. Like, there was audio of Nick Nurse on the TV broadcast on ABC of him talking to his team during the first quarter, and he said, they're just playing with great energy. We've got to play harder. We've got to play harder. And that is the exact thing that Quinn Snyder was saying in his series, the Hawks coach. They're just playing harder than we are. And at some point you realize that that's a championship level of effort that you're getting. It's something Josh Hart talked about. What he loved most about the way the Knicks were playing over this stretch. You could talk about the shooting, over 50% now in 6 straight games. Like he said, we give something. This is exactly what he said. We continue to give something game after game, and that's energy. And that's what we strive to have, the energy, the physicality, attention to detail, and focus. We try to have that every game, and we need to do that every game. They understand the skill is there on this team. The depth is here on this team. The experience is on this team. It's that consistent energy that when they bring it, they're showing you their ceiling is very high.
Alan, great stuff. Enjoy the post-game show on MSG. I anticipate you and Bill and Wally and Monica will have plenty to talk about as the Knicks are up by 24.
Should be some fun. Let's see what happens. Thanks, Pat.
All right, Alan Hahn here at the Half Stream. Knicks pre- and post-game coverage during the playoffs, plus hours of on-demand content anywhere you go. Download the Gotham Sports app. It's free with your MSG TV subscription. Sign in and start streaming today. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
And And that was the Knicks halftime report, powered by ZipRecruiter. When you're hiring, never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Try ZipRecruiter free right now at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Second half coming up from Philadelphia with Tyler Murray and Monica McNutt, and I will be back with you on the postgame show. Knicks are 1/2 away from returning to the Eastern Conference Finals as they lead the 76ers 81-57. I'm Pat O'Keefe, and you're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
This has been the ZipRecruiter New York Knicks halftime show. The second half is coming right up.
For over 160 years, businesses from Montauk to Manhattan and beyond have trusted Dime Community Bank for all of their banking needs. Our cutting-edge digital tools let you manage your accounts, monitor cash flow, and make payments on your schedule. Whether you're at the office, on the road, or working late, you'll have secure access to everything you need right at your fingertips. Wherever your business takes you, we've got your bank. Ready to experience banking that moves at the speed of your business? Visit dime.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam-dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire, you get to hire the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire. And check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game, based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Ready to begin the second half here in Game 4. Knicks have a 3-0 series lead in the Eastern Conference semifinals, so that, of course, means that if they can hang on to this 24-point lead, they'll be on their way to their second consecutive Eastern Conference Finals. But Philly, an impressive enough response after falling behind by 27 to stay somewhat connected, and Quentin Grimes hit a near buzzer-beating three-pointer at the very end of the second quarter to cut the 27-point lead down to 24. With Monica McNutt, I'm Tyler Murray. Become an Amazon Hub partner and earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Learn more about Amazon Hub Delivery and get started at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. The Knicks shot 14 of 19 to begin their three-point night, but they've cooled off a little bit. They're now 18 of 29, so they've still made 4 of their last 10. Monica, aside from continuing to make every single three-pointer they take, what can the Knicks do to make sure they close this thing out?
Well, I think, Tyler, to me, it's going to be about how they maintain their energy on the defensive side of the basketball. And I get it, like, it's been great. They've got a wide margin so far. That might be something that seems a little bit far-fetched. But none of these leads are given up in 2 possessions, right? It would be a small thing in terms of allowing the Sixers to find something that is effective and then getting a rhythm. For example, they allowed the Sixers to shoot 10 free throws in that second quarter. They went 9 of 10 from the free throw line, and so that's something that you have to keep an eye on. The paint scoring for Philly comes alive in that second quarter, 28-16. And I get it, we could do the math about 3s versus 2s, but you have to be mindful of the areas in which Philly is finding success and make sure you are making it as difficult as possible despite the score.
Quick NBA lottery update if you haven't been able to check it out. Congratulations to the Washington Wizards. 17 wins. It earns them the #1 pick in a loaded NBA draft, and hopefully, just for the sake of their fans, a franchise resurrecting selection. Same story for Utah. They move up 2 spots to get the #2 pick. Memphis jumps 3 spots to pick 3rd, and the big winner, the Chicago Bulls, in what many are calling a 4-player draft, they go all the way to 4. Indiana gets no pick. They gave it away, protected in the Ivica Zubac trade, and it did not land where it needed to. So that's probably a pretty big win for the rest of the Eastern Conference. Indiana will be good next year. They will not have a first-round pick, though. Knicks ball from left to right. Towns finds a cutting Bridges, and he hits a left-hand layup right off the opening start of the third quarter. They go back to their bread and butter. Towns as the offensive hub, and he picks up his 10th assist. Edgecombe on the right side wing. It's George into the near corner, and he drills a three over both Brunson and Hart. And Paul George gets hot. This is a game again. He's made it a 23-point game. Remember, George had 15 points in the first quarter, game 3, none the rest of the way. Brunson driving around Edgecombe, and as he beat him to the elbow far side, the rookie reached around and whacked him from behind. First foul in the quarter goes against Philly. Knicks by 23.
All right, so we just talked about the Knicks remaining urgent, right? Got to find Paul George. That's an entity that you've known throughout the course of this series. And then you got to continue to be aggressive and attack this defense.
Brunson, screen on the right from Towns toward the far side wing. Will slip past Edgecombe again. Bounce pass underneath for Hart. Spins, passes, left wing Towns. 3 to shoot. Drives baseline on George. A long floater at the end of the shot clock. Misses, but he got pushed by George. And 2 free throws coming up for Towns. Now the Sixer bench was arguing for a travel on Hart. Not sure he got that pass off before coming back down to the court, but they say he did. And in the end, it's 2 free throws for Towns with the Knicks up 23. 1 minute gone by in the third quarter.
Hart was holding his head, trying to draw attention to the contact he believed was there when Joel Embiid was guarding him.
Both Towns and Embiid have 3 personal fouls. As Towns sinks the free throw, that's his first of the game. He has 9 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. Surprisingly low number in that department, but of course, his triple-double watch continues.
Well, when your team is shooting lights out, there ain't a whole bunch of rebounds to be had.
This is now 7 straight wins the Knicks are going for. It'll be a franchise record for one single postseason. Towns gets both free throws. So he's got 10 points, and for the 7th straight game now, he is fully on triple-double watch. It's been remarkable to see his contributions continue to grow. 6 rebounds away from a triple-double. Embiid on the left side wing, almost dropped the bounce pass from Maxey. He'll dribble to the foul line, now tries to drive right side on Towns, nowhere to go, so he steps back for a tough pull-up jumper and sinks it. 23-point game. Embiid is 7 of 7 from the field. He's got 21 points. That is the new game high. McBride has 20. All 5 Knicks starters in double figures. Towns pump fake left wing, speeds past Embiid and right to the rim for a right-hand layup. That was too easy for Karl Anthony Towns.
I like it. Towns keeping it very simple but very decisive, just blowing by Embiid, who was no part of defending. Ooh.
And now Embiid able to draw a foul on Towns. He was trying to maybe draw a charge, got his body in front of him as Embiid was lumbering toward the dotted line, and they will call Towns for his 4th foul. He just gave the Knicks a 25-point lead, but they might have to consider taking him out of the game.
Yeah, I would. I'd go ahead and take him out now. But the other thing about it is you got to be smart. You got to play to your strengths. When has Karl Anthony Towns ever drawn a charge? And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but know your strengths. Put yourself in the best position to potentially block the shot, but to survive the play without giving up a foul.
Yeah, that felt like a moment where Embiid got him on one end, Towns scored on Embiid on the other end. And then as Embiid tried to go to the basket for another bucket, it got a little more personal as Embiid gets the first free throw.
Now, what's the verb that you used in that sentence? I'll tell you, it was felt. Feelings cannot be trusted. You need to make a read. You got to make a smart read. It's playoff basketball.
Towns comes out. Robinson comes in. He's got 2 fouls of his own. Knicks had to use Ariel Hukporti for the final 60 seconds of the first half. The boos are for Embiid. Reminder, we are in Philadelphia. Embiid misses the second free throw. His first missed shot of the entire game. 7 of 7 from the field and now 6 of 7 from the line. But still 22 points. He's made it a 24-point game. Bridges far sideline. Screen from Robinson. Driving on Embiid. Dotted line. Step back left elbow. Nowhere to go. And now it's Hart back towards center court. 5 to shoot. Passes left wing for Bridges. Baseline drive around Embiid. Double team underneath. Kicked to far corner. 3 from McBride off the front rim. Tipped by Robinson out to Bridges, but it's stolen from him from behind by Oubre. McBride 6 of 8 from 3. Maxey finds a right corner shooter. Paul George missed it short. Rebound contested and out of bounds off of VJ Edgecombe with Bridges fighting for it. Knicks ball from right to left. They're up by 24 with 9:41 to go in the third quarter.
I like the energy that Bridges is playing with. He's got 3 assists and 3 rebounds as well to go along with his 10 points, and he was all over that possession defensively.
Bridges and Robinson pick and roll. Bridges right elbow, pull up, jump shot, got it. Mikal Bridges 6 of 9 from the field, 12 points, and the Knicks are up 89-63.
I'm not sure who was over on the Sixers side, but he was pointing at that bench to somebody.
He's always pointing to somebody.
You're right, that is his thing.
Joel Embiid, a left elbow catch and shoot jumper, good over Robinson. He's got 24. It's a 24-point game. Ball tipped out of bounds by Edgecombe across the midcourt. Knicks will keep it far sideline inbound.
Embiid, to be fair, as is Mitchell Robinson, although Mitchell Robinson just stood up. Both of those guys tugging at their shorts.
Robinson will hand to Brunson, sets him a screen on the right side wing, steps into a three-pointer. Brunson buries it. 5 3-pointers for the Knick captain today. It's a 27-point Knick lead. Maxey chucks a pass to the far corner. Now Embiid at the left elbow. Pump fake sealed off by Robinson. Far corner. Edgecombe, they go give and go. Edgecombe catches baseline drive, spins underneath, and hits a tough layup over Deuce McBride. It's a 25-point game.
That's a good move by a young man who's had an exceptional rookie season.
Brunson to the foul line, throws a lob to Robinson. He stuffs it over Embiid again. Jalen Brunson, assist number 6. Knicks by 27.
Again, Mitchell Robinson playing in his role. He's got 6 points already. He finished game 3 with 6 and 5 rebounds to go with that.
Embiid passed up a wide open 3 from the right side. Perimeter hands to Maxey. He'll take a 3 from that same spot. Front rimmed it all the way out of bounds near sideline. And speaking of the Robinson dunk over Embiid, apparently...
You mean the Picasso?
Yes.
Okay.
The Mona Lisa of Mitch. They've got Knicks fans behind the basket with Embiid shooting free throws. They're holding screenshot printouts of that dunk.
Why not?
When he shoots free throws.
I love it. Why not?
And whoever came up with that, it seems simple, but truly it is genius. 8:09 to go in this third quarter. Knicks 94, Sixers 67. Brunson, right side drive, bank shot, no, over Grimes, rebound, Embiid. It's Edgecombe, full head of steam to the foul line, runs over Hart, no call, kick out left wing Grimes, back rim the three-pointer. Now Maxey off the offensive rebound from Edgecombe, buries a right side angle 3, and makes it a 24-point game again, 94-70.
I kind of would like to see Mike Brown give his starters a little bit of a blow here. I just feel like the Sixers are going to make a real push at some point in this fourth quarter, and it might not necessarily align up with his typical rotations, but Josh Hart has hit the ground a couple of times, and I think he deserves a little bit of a blow because I do think the best is yet to come for the Sixers. Now, how much it closes the gap, I don't know.
The oohs and ahs from the crowder for Jalen Brunson, crossing over Barlow, left wing all the way to the rim for a reverse layup. Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner 3. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds. And a 99-70 Knick lead forces a Nick Nurse timeout.
There's a Sixers fan in front of us, about 3 rows down. He stood up, he put his hood over his head. It happens to be a blue Sixers hood over his Sixers cap. That might be, if I may, from my colleague Richard Jefferson, your timestamp. Time of death potentially in this ball game.
It is a 29-point lead, their largest of the game. And after a 3-pointer from Maxey, brought it down to a 24-point contest. Jalen Brunson said, enough of this. And he scored 5 in a row. Steal from McBride. He's able to get assist number 2. And the Knicks have a 99-70 lead with 7:19 to go. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Total Ortho Express is a state-of-the-art orthopedic care center with 4 Long Island locations: East Meadow, Syosset, Massapequa, and Deer Park. Injuries can happen at any time and can often require immediate attention. Total Ortho Express provides immediate walk-in orthopedic care from highly awarded specialists and surgeons, instead of waiting in an emergency room or a general urgent care. Total Ortho Express is open 7 days a week with extended hours so that our patients have convenient and immediate access to the care they need. Learn more at TotalOrthoExpress.com.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Knicks fans, here's a guaranteed grocery win just for you. Take $10 off your online order of $50 or more at shop.foodbazaar.com. Just use promo code FANSGET10. That's FANSGET10. And the wins don't stop there. Food Bazaar brings you an all-star lineup, the largest selection of international foods, plus the freshest meat, seafood, and produce in the game. Ready to win big? Use promo code FANSGET10 on your first $50 order at shop.foodbazaar.com today.
7:19 to go in the third quarter of Game 4. Knicks have a chance to close this thing out. Popular pick was Knicks at 6, Sixers in 7. No one seemed absolutely positive who was going to win this series. Mostly a lean toward the Knicks. They were favored in Vegas, but very few could have expected the potential outcome if the Knicks hang on to this 29-point lead with a quarter and a half to go. They've put themselves in a position where Knicks in 4 is very realistic. They've got McBride, Brunson, Hart, Bridges, and Robinson on the floor, so no substitutions made for the Knicks.
If I may take an opportunity to tie two of my basketball worlds together, when we were in Phoenix for this year's Women's Final Four, South Carolina upset UConn, who had been undefeated and was the favorite to win it all. But they did it in the semifinal. By the time they got to the final, they were cooked and had nothing left for UCLA. We then went on to realize that all the stats predict that if you beat UConn in the semifinal, 11 out of the 13 times it had been done, you lose the next game. So I submit to you, the Sixers used all their gas up on the Boston Celtics.
Mikal Bridges front rims a left wing three after Tyrese Maxey clanked one on the other end. Edgecombe the rebound, 6:49 to go in the third quarter. Knicks lead the Sixers by 29 points, their largest lead. Pass underneath to Barlow. He got fouled from behind by Bridges and laid it in left-handed. So Bridges picks up his first foul. Dominic Barlow gets his first bucket and a chance at a three-point play with the Knicks lead cut to 27. Yes, I think a lot of fans from this area said that the Game 1 loss from the Sixers in this second-round series, it was a bit of a letdown because they didn't have time to rest. It was an emotional Game 7 win. They came back from 3-1 down. First team ever to do that against Boston. So not many people expected the Sixers to win Game 1. But then they didn't have Joel Embiid for Game 2. Here's Hart on a far corner, catch-and-shoot three. That's good. Rattled it in from in front of the Sixer bench. Josh Hart's best shooting night of the playoffs. He's 4 of 6. And the Knicks are up by 29 after the Barlow free throw.
They just continue to lay it on thick. This three-point shooting tonight is a thing of beauty.
Maxey in the paint, sends it far corner to Grimes. Now up top for Embiid, behind the back dribble. Try to cross over Robinson, poked away momentarily. Embiid dove on the ground for it. Finds a streaking Edgecombe on the right side. He'll slip to the cup for a right-hand layup. It's a 27-point game. We've hit the halfway point in the third quarter. Again, credit to the Sixers, still fighting here. McBride up top at the basket to our left. Now it's Hart handing to Bridges, far sideline. Midcourt again for McBride. Screen from Bridges. He's open for a right wing three. McBride buries another. 7 for 9 from 3. He's got 23 points, and the Knicks are up by 30.
This also.
Blocking foul on the other end. Brunson tried to take a charge far sideline on Maxey.
The Knicks have broken their franchise record for most threes made in a playoff game.
Wow.
It previously was 20. Tonight they're at 22 and counting, baby.
Did you hear the chant, Monica?
Knicks in 4?
That's right.
Oh, my other guess was Sixers suck, but I'm glad I went with my first one.
Both can be true. But I was just about to say, Sixers working hard, trying to fight their way back into this game as Grimes dropped an alley-oop pass underneath the basket, went to the right baseline, out of bounds, I believe, off of Hart. Because at this point in Game 6 in Atlanta, the Knicks were literally up by 60. 20-point lead early, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger from there. Philly still feels like a threat. Barlow up top. Sixers from left to right. Embiid, top of the key. Dribbles with his right hand, hands to Edgecombe, 5 to shoot. Edgecombe off the dribble, left wing 3, off the right side rim. Rebound Hart. Pressured in the backcourt by Maxey. That's what we're talking about. He's leaving it all out there. But he got rid of it to Brunson.
I mean, if this could be the end of the season, now is the time to leave it all out there.
Brunson to center court. 10 to shoot, 5:05 to play, third quarter. Knicks by 30. Hart left sideline, and he chucked it into the fourth row. Was he Jaden Daniels?
Ha-ha.
105.
That is our collective quarterback. Hart and I share the same home team football squad.
Thank you for explaining the reference. I'm a fan. I think he's going to have a great third year.
I'm excited.
5 minutes left in the third quarter, 105-75. Knicks in front. Maxey lollipops a pass to the near sideline. It comes to Edgecombe. Got the handoff from Embiid out high. Embiid a screen on the right. Edgecombe spins away from it. Finds a corner shooter in Maxey. Drives baseline. Finds a right wing 3 for Quentin Grimes, but that's off the front rim. And Philly is 6 of 23 from the outside. It is Brunson, front court left. Bridges high side wing. He catches, attacks the foul line, but stepped on the sideline when he started his dribble drive. And the Knicks give it away for the... How many turnovers do you think they have tonight, Monica? It's impressively low.
They had 3 in the first half, is my guess.
Yep. Good
So
job.
They got 5?
Just 5 for the game.
Yeah.
You nailed it. They have been so crisp on offense. And even during a slight lull when the three-pointers stopped going in almost automatically, they were able to recalibrate, and then they started attacking the rim like we've seen them do so often in this postseason. Near corner, Edgecombe along the baseline, bounce pass to the far side block. Barlow under the hoop, spins, feeds Embiid, who was cutting but not ready for the pass. He dropped it out of bounds right baseline, and the Knicks force the 8th Sixer turnover. Timeout on the floor, 4:10 to go in the third, 105-75. Knicks with the lead. And this Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Knicks by 30. 4:10 to go in the third quarter of Game 4. And a chance to sweep the Sixers out of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian delivers personalized spine care for every stage of your journey. From physical therapists to surgeons, our expert team works together to provide you with complete back and neck care, from diagnosis to treatment and recovery. With 15 locations across New York City and Westchester, get the expert spine care you need at Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
4:10 to go in the third quarter. The Knicks have a 30-point lead with a chance to close out the Sixers here in Game 4. Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. The other series the Knicks have been paired up with is Minnesota-San Antonio. Timberwolves stole Game 1, missed three-pointer at the buzzer from Champagny. But the Spurs with a blowout in Game 2, and then a bit of a tighter win in Game 3. So San Antonio on the road in Minnesota, a chance to take the commanding 3-1 series lead. And then a little more relevant to the Knicks, tomorrow, 8 o'clock start, Cleveland hosting Detroit. If the Knicks close out this series, and really no matter what happens for the Knicks, you certainly want to see the other side of the bracket have to battle it out a little bit longer. Cleveland winning down the stretch last night behind James Harden in a rare clutch performance. And Cade Cunningham with 3 straight turnovers. So instead of a 3-0 Detroit lead, that series has some life at 2-1. That's the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Discover what happens when rugged capability meets true performance. Learn more at Kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires. Knicks ball from right to left after the immediate timeout. They lead this game 105-75. Towns back into the game with his 4 fouls, defended by Drummond. Embiid is sitting for now. Towns left alone, right elbow, pump fake, and he takes a wide open 2-point jump shot and drains it. 14 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds for Towns.
That is entertaining by Karl-Anthony Towns.
The rare 2-point jump shot from Cat. 107-75, Knicks by 32. Drummond far side block, rip through move on the smaller McBride, blocked on a layup by Towns. Second rejection for Karl-Anthony Towns today. Far side baseline, Bridges dribbles in a circle to the right wing and a handoff to Hart. Got it back up top, swings it left for Brunson, taking his time near midcourt. Towns comes out for a left side screen on Quentin Grimes. Brunson with some ball handling, dribbles around Grimes, now around Drummond, who fouled him from behind in the near corner. It'll be the 3rd foul on the Sixers. 3:15 to go in this 3rd quarter. It's 107-75 Knicks.
I'm really impressed. And, you know, a little bit ago you were talking about some of the predictions going into the series, and I'll admit that I was one that thought this thing was going to go 7. I didn't really take into account how much the Sixers had to empty the tank to achieve that historic feat of pinning a 3-1 loss on the Boston Celtics.
Towns lowers his shoulder on the left side, driving with his right hand. He'll miss a layup, but drawing foul on Drummond. 2 free throws for Towns at the basket to our left with 3:11 to go in the 3rd. Knicks by 32. I've definitely heard a lot of that being said. It's an exhausted Sixer team. They're banged up. They're thin. Let's say they weren't banged up and they weren't thin. How long will this series go, considering just how well the Knicks have played in these 4 games? How many games would they even give up?
I still think it would have been a 7-game series.
Really?
If both of these teams were strength on strength?
Yes. With the way the Knicks are playing right now, I guess my argument is I don't think anyone's taking them 7 games when they're playing like this.
No, I think that the Sixers have been deeply depleted.
Or were the Celtics overrated?
Okay, you got to take the Celtics out of the equation as Karl-Anthony Towns gets the second free throw to go. You got to just, if these teams were at full strength. Now, I still think the Knicks are deeper, even at full strength, and the Knicks would still win that series. But Joel Embiid is a problem for the Knicks, in particular Karl-Anthony Towns usually when he's healthy.
Well, Towns does get both free throws. Maxey is straight on 3. Front rim, backboard, no. Fight for the rebound. A loose ball foul called on Karl-Anthony Towns. So with 5 fouls in 19 minutes, his triple-double quest may be put on pause. 4th foul on the Knicks with 2:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. They lead by 34. I will say, if Tyrese Maxey was his regular dominant self, scoring 30 a game instead of 18 a game, you got yourself probably a much deeper series. Inbound pass to Grimes from George was stolen by McBride. That play never had a chance. Towns stays in. He'll attack the rim on the break with a right-hand jam. He missed it, and Towns almost got stepped on by Drummond, and now he is helped up.
I almost want him off the floor because I don't like the way he keeps hitting the ground.
Yes, he's grabbing his left wrist, I think.
There's far more bigger things at stake. I mean, obviously, yes, you want to close out this series, but I need him to be healthy and whole moving forward.
Ariel Hukporti will check in. Good coaching, Monica. After Towns gets these free throws, he's wiggling the fingers on his left hand, of course, his non-shooting hand. $16 points for Towns in just 19 minutes. I mean, it has to be the most high-efficiency series in low-minute NBA history. He's got about 5 fouls a game in this series. Misses the free throw, still shaking that left wrist. And at this point, Monica, maybe best-case scenario, you don't have to use Towns for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Jalen Brunson exits the game to a loud ovation. Jose Alvarado will check in. 22 points, 6 assists, and 6 of 10 from 3 from Jalen Brunson. He'll be up around 40% from 3 in the playoffs. And the final box score updates as Towns does get the second free throw. 17 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds. We'll have to wait to the next whistle to get Huckporty into the game. Knicks by 35. It's 110-75 with 2:45 to go in the third quarter. George, left side dribble, pressured by Shamet, gets rid of it to the near sideline for Maxey. Between the legs to the top of the key. Now a left-hand dribble on McBride. Spins to the dotted line, and front rims a fadeaway. Rebound Bridges. He will hand to Alvarado, who's had several big moments in this postseason. Towns pump fakes a straight on 3, leans in, trying to draw a foul on Drummond. No call. He missed the shot. And the rebound will go all the way to the near sideline, out of bounds off of McBride. And that will allow Huckporty to come in for Towns. A plus 23 for the big man. And a nice hand for him from the Knicks faithful here in Philly.
Honestly, when he took that last 3, because of the type of day that the Knicks are having, I thought it was going to go in.
What a turnaround it's been for Karl Anthony Towns. When things were in the valley, as George steps back for a far baseline 2, that's off the front rim, rebound Alvarado. Towns has been an easy guy to pick on from even the fan base and the national media. Alvarado hits a floater from the dotted line, and it's 112-75. He has become an absolute darling of this Knicks fan base, Karl Anthony Towns, with the way he has played and really led this team to what they hope is a 7th consecutive playoff win. As Maxey's split a double team on the right side, and they're going to say Huckporty reached in to foul him. And that will send Maxey to the free throw line. 37-point Knick lead. 1:52 to go in this third quarter. Knicks hoping for their first sweep since 1999. Of course, on their way to the NBA Finals that year, they swept the Hawks in round 2. Let's go Knicks is the chant, and I'm not sure it's going to be drowned out this time. Sixer fans look at the scoreboard. 36-point lead even with that Maxey free throw, and 1:52 to go in the third.
What a playoff run. Like, have I seen a team switch gears, like really enter their playoff version of themselves in such a drastic way? I'm not sure. This has been incredible from these guys.
And now a Knicks in 4 chant as Maxey gets both, 15 points for him. It's 112-77, a 35-point Knick lead with 1:46 to go in this third quarter. Alvarado and McBride share the backcourt. Clarkson and Shamet on the wings. It's Huckporty in the middle. Alvarado left wing, pump fake, slips past Barlow, blocked on a layup by Grimes. Ball came to Huckporty. Foul line Clarkson. 4 to shoot for Shamet. Straight on 3. It's good. Landry Shamet, 4 3-pointers. And the Knicks have a 38-point lead, their largest of the game.
The depth, though, the awareness of Ariel Huckporty to get that basketball, move it to the right person, just these guys continuing to trust one another, that'll never get old for me.
Maxey long strides toward the cup and a high-arcing left-hand layup, almost a hook shot off glass. He scores over Huckporty. Now McBride leans in on the left wing, and he scores and one. He had Grimes on his hip. He throws one off the front rim, kissed the backboard, and Deuce McBride has 8 3-pointers, 26 points. That's the game high. And you want to know if everything's dropping in a game for the Knicks?
Yes! For Deuce McBride, the answer is emphatically yes.
Wow.
That's home cooking. It sounds a little bit like a home arena. He's got a home bounce on that rim as well.
Nick Nurse will challenge. 69 seconds to go in the third quarter of what is currently a 39-point game. They will take a look. Here's John Goble.
Philadelphia, they're challenging the defensive foul call on the floor.
This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Hustle over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. We'll keep it here and get you points in the paint. Brought to you by Boost Mobile. Hasn't been a major factor in this game because the Knicks can't miss from 3. They're shooting 63% from the outside, 24 of 38. So it's actually the Sixers for the first time in a while leading that battle 36-26 in points in the paint. That's Points in the Paint, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Don't overpay. Get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month. Forever, for life, for real. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. So I wonder if there's something more besides the foul call here they're looking for, because, yeah, they're probably asking for an offensive foul on Deuce McBride. Otherwise, it would just be a three-pointer that's already counted and no free throw coming afterward if they say no foul on Grimes. Here's John Goebel again.
Illegal contact, part of the upper shooting motion. The foul still stands. The challenge is unsuccessful. However, McBride will shoot 2 free throws as opposed to 3.
Aha, he stepped on the line when he took that three-pointer, so unsuccessful challenge, but it's not a three-pointer for McBride. So he's 7 of 9 from 3. Only 24 or 25 points now for McBride. He'll have a chance for 2 more. Or 1 more. 3-point play opportunity.
What a game. What a series.
It's not the first time we've just about run out of things to say during a Knicks playoff win in the last 2 weeks. And still a quarter to go. It will be a party in South Philly, as we do have, I believe, much of the remaining Sixer contingent heading for the exits as McBride gets the first free throw. 37-point Knick lead. Second free throw is good, so he's 7 of 9 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line. That adds up to 25 points for Deuce McBride. Oubre right side posting up at the block on McBride. Will lower his shoulder, gets a tough layup off glass. 36-point game, final minute, third quarter. And now a whistle and a technical foul on Kelly Oubre. He was barking at McBride after scoring over him, and maybe said a little bit too much on his way back down, asking for an and one. Jordan Clarkson with a technical free throw.
The tech is for talking to the official or to McBride?
Well, there was some contact from McBride on that defensive effort with Oubre scoring. So I think it was jawing at the official. You'll hear Deuce McBride's name called here in Philly as he checks out. 25 points in 29 minutes. That is still the game high. One more than Joel Embiid. Tyler Kolek will check in with Alvarado, Shamet, Clarkson, and Hukporti, who goes right to the rim, tried to posterize a Bona after a fake handoff. He got fouled, and the ball caromed hard off the backboard. But free throws for Hukporti. Knicks by 37 with 49 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Sixers haven't waved the white flag yet. They're going to bring in Maxey and Edgecombe after this first free throw. The Knicks made 14 of their first 19 three-pointers in this game. They had a 17-6 lead 4.5 minutes in. Nick Nurse called the timeout. It only got worse from there. Philly got it down to 11 once or twice, but from the start of the second quarter on, this has essentially been a 20-point Knicks lead. Right now, it's a 39-point Knicks lead. On the 2 free throws from Hukporti, this is their largest margin of advantage as Grimes steps back for a left point 3. Too strong over Kolek. Bona and Hukporti fighting for the rebound, and Hukporti gets called for a loose ball foul. That's his third. 5 fouls on Towns, 2 on Robinson. Figure the Knicks are willing to dust off Jeremy Sohan as necessary, or maybe let Hukporti ride things out. At the basket to our right, it's free throws for Adem Bona. First one's good. 71% from the line. Pretty good for a second-year big out of UCLA. Known mostly for blocks and around the basket scoring. Second foul shot off the back rim and in. 35 seconds left before the fourth quarter begins. Knicks 120, Sixers 83. From right to left go the Knicks. Hukporti out high in the blue jerseys. Dribbles left for a handoff for Clarkson. Top of the key, marked by Bona. He'll back up to the far side wing on the Xfinity Mobile Arena logo. Takes him off the dribble right side and a scoop layup with the right hand just outside that restricted area. Drops in. It's a 39-point lead again. Edgecombe at center court, the blue 6 of the 76ers logo. Trying to cross over Alvarado, took him to the dotted line, lost his balance. Ball came free to the far corner. Bona has it with 1 second left, and a far block floater rolls around and down, but it's waved off at the last moment. Sean Wright says no basket, and that means after 3 quarters in Game 4, the Knicks have a 39-point lead, and they're 12 minutes away from a second consecutive trip to the Eastern Conference Finals.
This is, again, an extension of the poise of a veteran group. We said, go with what Mikal Bridges had to say, 0-0, 0-0, and play desperate. They have done just that. This continues to be an impressive postseason run from the Knicks, where they have utilized all their guys, and it embodies, Tyler, why you make the change at leadership, because Mike Brown has been willing to go deep and go deep often.
122-83. That's not the final score. That's the score after 3 quarters. Extended garbage time, you have to assume, and a closeout game comes your way next. Knicks in control as we go to the 4th quarter. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York, and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
Hear that? That's the beginning of a journey powered by the confidence that comes from driving a vehicle so reliable. It's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Where your journey ends? Well, that's up to you. Visit your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
See retailer for warranty details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month, and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
122-83. The Knicks are all over the 76ers as we begin the 4th quarter. This is about the time of the game when all kinds of historic numbers and superlatives start flowing in, Monica McNutt.
All right, so bear with me, folks, because I got to read numbers in pieces here. The Knicks enter today with an 18.2 points per game margin in victories. If they win by at least 9 points, which it looks like they're on pace to do, they will now have the largest point differential entering the conference finals since the NBA expanded to a 16-team playoff field in 1984. Now, the Thunder could also join this list, but if the Knicks win by at least 24 points, they will have the largest average margin of victory entering the conference finals in NBA history. Wow, that would be impressive.
Dalen Terry checks into the game for Philly, along with Edgecombe, Edwards, Barlow, and Bona. So this does feel like a bit of a white flag lineup from Nick Nurse as Edgecombe gets into a left wing step back front rims, and Ariel Hukporti gets the rebound. He's out there with Kolek, Dadier, Shamet, and Alvarado. So mission accomplished as Alvarado slips a pass inside for Hukporti. He got fouled by Bona, missed the layup. Free throws coming for Hukporti as Dalen Terry gets hit with the first foul. You got Towns out of the game. Hart seemed a little bit hobbled. And if you hang on here, you get a week of additional rest for OG Anunoby, who's day-to-day, but was ruled out hours before game time in each of the last 2 games as Hukporty rattles in a free throw to make it a 40-point lead.
The timing could not be better for the Knicks in terms of healing up some knick-knack sort of wounds. All reports indicate as Hukporty missed that second free throw that OG Anunoby, this is a small strain with him. They are operating with an abundance of caution, so obviously he'll get the time, but for whatever little bumps and bruises may have occurred in this 4-game stretch, those will also have the time as well.
Dalen Terry lowers his head, gets to the rim, and fouled on a right side layup. Tyler Kolek picks up his first foul. Should be free throws for Terry. Knicks by 40. It's 123-83. And they won up their closeout win from 10 days ago in Atlanta when they beat the Hawks by 51. At one point, they led that game by 61, as Dalen Terry must have had that ball slip out of his hands because it missed about a foot to the right, clean off the backboard, and came right back to him.
You're so generous.
Terry, perfect on the second free throw. You have to support him. He's part of the reason why Jose Alvarado is here.
I understand the grand scheme of things. I understand. Oh, whoa.
He almost stripped Alvarado in the backcourt, then he tried to save it by throwing it off Alvarado from the baseline, but Alvarado caught the ball. So the Knicks will take it from right to left. 39-point lead, 11:05 to go in Game 4. Dadier passes left for Kolek. Extra feed to the near corner. Alvarado was kicked out of bounds by Edwards. And hit a fan seated just down below us, but she seems okay. Alvarado will bounce it up top to Hukporty. Alvarado gets a handoff back. Left side baseline drive and a right-hand floater off glass to make it a 41-point Knick lead. 10:51 to go in the final frame. Edgecombe near sideline, pressured by Shamet, screen from Bona, crossover to the foul line, kicks it left, a 3 from Edwards, back rim no, and then Hukporty fouled Bona fighting for the rebound. So Hukporty going to get his 4th foul. And the way he plays, you figure more are coming, and now Bona.
Here's a little chippiness.
And Terry went over to talk with John Goebel, but right in the face of Landry Shamet and Ariel Hukporty. And now Shamet and Bona don't seem too pleased with each other.
That's his second.
It takes a lot to get Landry Shamet upset. Everybody gets back to their basketball positions. 14 on the shot clock. Pass to Bona up top. 10:39 to go in the 4th quarter. Knicks by 41. Edgecombe on the right side wing. Screen from Bona. Pull up right side mid-range. He pump fakes Shamet in the air and then missed the shot. Rebound Hukporty. Kolek, bounce pass to Alvarado, hesitates at the foul line, creates some space, lefty layup, no, spiked off the backboard by Hukporty, but it comes free to Terry. He's on the move, he sets up Edgecombe out high, pass to the right wing for an Edwards 3, that clangs off the back rim. 3-point shooting, not just the Knicks dominating, but the Sixers slumping. 6 of 28 from 3, that's just 21%. Shamet to the foul line. Hands to Hukporty right wing. He'll launch a 3. Missed it too strong. He hit 1 during the regular season. Nick Bench was about to go berserk. Terry down the lane right side. Tough layup. Wouldn't go over Hukporty. Rebound Dadier. Knicks ball from right to left. Up by 41. Alvarado far corner. Catch and shoot 3. Got it. Jose Alvarado with 3-pointer in front of the Nick bench. And for the playoffs, Alvarado is 9 of 16 from downtown. It's a 44-point lead. Edwards left wing, short from the far side. His 3-pointer would not go. It's Dadier on the move. Stepped into a left wing pump fake. Bounce pass left corner. Shamet kicked out of bounds by Philly. And now we'll get Mohamed Diawara and Jeremy Sohan into the game with 9:22 to go in the 4th. That means Landry Shamet's second-round series is done. He scored 15 points in Game 3, 12 points in 12 minutes today on 4 3-pointers, and a well-deserved ovation for the Knick crowd here in Philly.
Man, we've had 2 closeout games now where you've allowed the guys at the end of the bench to have an opportunity to feel something that they too have also worked for all of their careers, even though they're not the first names that you see when you think of this team. This run has just been so special.
Dotted line floater, Hukporty with the left hand, no. Rebound Terry, but then fouled by Hukporty. That's his 4th. Sohan is in, Dadier, Diawara, and Kolek. If Hukporty fouls out, then I'm not sure who they would bring in. Maybe some Alvarado and small ball. But 4 on Huckporty. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. Knicks by 44 in game 4. Edwards left elbow. Zips it far corner. Terry crossover to the baseline. Backing down Kolek. Double team from Dadier. Poked out of bounds by the second-year swingman out of France. 7 to shoot. And a right baseline inbound coming for the Sixers. Knicks defense continues to astound. 84 points right now for Philly. Terry on a right wing catch and shoot off the inbound and hits a 3. That's from the corner. And it's now a 41-point game. Kolek crossed over to the left elbow all the way to the rim, and a lefty layup is good over Barlow. Tyler Kolek's on the board. He's got his first points. It's a 43-point Knick lead, 8:39 to go. Bona topside, catches, drives, spins in the lane, tried to posterize Huckporty, but it's off the back rim. Foul is called, though. We'll see who gets the personal. Ariel Huckporty again. 5th foul on Huck. So Dembona 2 free throws at the basket to our right. The television broadcast is showing images of the Sixer bench. And they've got some long faces over there. From 3 straight wins over the previous Eastern Conference favorite to 4 straight losses against the real Eastern Conference favorite. As Bona backrims the first foul shot.
I like the way you broke that down.
The Celtics earned respect for a great regular season, 55 wins when they were expected to be about 500. That never quite made sense to me. They were favored over both the Pistons and the Knicks. Bona gets the second free throw. 8.5 to go in the fourth quarter. 42-point Knick lead. Kolek up top. Top to the foul line. Now crosses over, spins, dotted line. Out to Diawara for a left wing 3. Bricked it wide left. Bona the rebound. Trenton Watford into the game. Will outlet it up top. Now to the far wing for Barlow. An over-aggressive drive into 2 Knicks. It was blocked from behind by Sohan. Sohan's got the ball to the high side wing. Left-hand dribble, picked it up. Now Kolek, top of the arc. They go pick and slip. Sohan catches inside, turns and finds Diawara left corner. Pass out of a 3, and it's tipped back to midcourt for Kolek. Into Sohan, bounce pass underneath, and Huckporty throws it down with Edwards behind him. Great ball movement from this bench unit. And the Knicks have a 44-point lead again with 7:45 to go.
Even the patience that the bench unit is showing in terms of moving the basketball, trusting their offense, executing. I mean, they are earning respect and trust from their teammates and head coaches.
Barlow got loose underneath, and he'll catch and slam from the right block. 132-90. 7:25 left. Kolek, left side foul line extended, left his feet. Pass was tipped right back to him by Terry, and then Kolek catches, spins, and scores with his left hand, and then pats Terry on the rear end.
So this group has been effective in the paint, but the Knicks have 24 threes right now, which ties the most in any game in franchise history. They'll need 2 more to break the NBA playoff record of threes in a game.
Edwards, a right elbow pull-up jumper over Dadier for the near side. 134-92. Knicks by 42. 7 minutes left in game 4. Kolek straight on 3. Front rim miss. Tipped out of bounds by Huckporty. Sixers will take it on the other side of the media timeout. This Knicks timeout is sponsored by Verizon. Also, go over to your local Verizon store to learn more about a limited time deal when you switch to Fios Internet and Verizon Mobile. Bundle and save with Verizon. Knicks 134. Sixers 92. 6:49 away from a closeout win in Game 4 and another trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. You're listening to New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Wild Turkey Bourbon Master Distiller Jimmy Russell knew what to change over 70 years ago. Not a damn thing. Because Jimmy knew that we got Wild Turkey Bourbon right the first time. So he bet it all on the original Wild Turkey Bourbon recipe. That's why it's aged longer, never watered down, with the same bold pre-prohibition flavor. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. Wild Turkey Bourbon, aged longer, never watered down, bold flavor. Wild Turkey Bourbon, copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Never compromise. Drink responsibly.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
6:49 to go in the fourth quarter of Game 4. Appreciate you still tuning in instead of starting your party early out in the streets of Manhattan or wherever you may be.
Camden, New Jersey.
Sure, Camden, New Jersey.
Is that where we are right now? That's what I mean.
I thought we were in South Philadelphia.
It's all like very, very close. Anyway, outside of the Xfinity Mobile Arena.
Still plenty of reason to tune in because the Knicks are one made three-pointer away from setting a franchise record for most threes in a playoff game. They have 24 right now, and they are 2 3-pointers away from setting an NBA record with 26 made three-pointers in a playoff game. Also, they closed out Atlanta by 51. What will the final margin be in this closeout game? It's 42 favoring the Knicks right now at 134-92.
I tell you what, these gaudy finishes are really doing something to all the stats, but as we have had the privilege to sit here and watch it unfold, the stats aren't lying. It's been such gaudy outcomes, but the Knicks are playing that well.
They're not going to shoot 59% from three every game, but they continue to get high-quality looks. And again, could be headed to NBA history in the record books if they get 1 or 2 more threes. Philly ball from left to right. Step back left wing three from Edwards. That's off front iron and a rebound for Paco Dadier. Diawara, Dadier, Hukporti, Kolek, and Sohan, the 5 on the floor for the Knicks. Kolek near corner to midcourt for Diawara. Bounce pass right wing. Hukporti hands to Kolek on the high side arc. Crossover to his left hand. Foul line drive. Forced a pass underneath for Sohan. He drives it. Got it back. Left block. Kolek left wing. Up top Diawara straight on 3. Off the left side rim. And now it's Edwards with the rebound. Adem Bona out high. Dalen Terry around to Bona's screen. They go pick and roll. Bounce pass underneath. Bona hop step across the paint. Hukporti stays with him. Turnaround right hand jump hook is good to bring it back to a 40-point game.
I really applaud the entertainment, the in-arena people, because they're trying to keep the energy up despite the score.
Yeah, they could have easily packed it in, and perhaps they should have, but they have not. Strong drive from Dadier. Tried a left-hand jam or layup. Couldn't get it. Outlet stolen by Sohan. Got it right back to Dadier, and he'll lay it home. 5:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Now we have to critique the promotion staff. They pronounced it Paco Dadier. Although Josh Hart was calling him the Diet all of his rookie year last season. Justin Edwards slips inside for a left-hand layup.
That totally tracks for Josh Hart.
136-96, a 40-point lead for New York. Final 5 minutes of round 2. Dadier to the foul line. One dribble, takes a leaning fadeaway. That misses off back iron, and Jabari Walker secures the rebound. Dalen Terry to the right block. Underneath on Diawara, double team by Hukporti. Good pass toward the far baseline for a cutting Walker. He missed the layup. It comes to Bona, though, and he'll put it through. It's a 38-point game. Foul line, Huckporty, ball fake on Bona. Tried to reset up top with Diawara. Stolen by Terry. Race to the cup on the other end, and Terry rises for a two-hand jam. 36-point game. Tyler Kolek looking to stop the bleeding. Foul line, ball fake, tried to dump it off to a trailer Huckporty, but he threw it right to Watford. Long outlet to Terry. He got fouled this time by Diawara. Missed the layup. But the Sixers trying to make this final score more respectable. It's 136 to 100. 4:01 to go in the fourth. 36-point game. And 2 free throws coming for Dalen Terry.
Well, what a gift today for all the moms that are a part of Knicks Nation.
They've been tired of their husbands being on the road broadcasting playoff games. They might be looking forward to a week off until the conference finals start.
Shout out to one mom in Knicks Nation in particular with the beautiful little redhead baby.
Are you talking about my wife?
Yeah, I am. I wasn't sure if we were calling out family by name in the air.
Knicks in 4 is the chant. Terry missed the first but got the second. 35-point game. Kolek running the point still. Slip pass to Sohan. Nice catch, extending with his left hand on the move. He got upended on his layup attempt by Watford. And 2 free throws on the way for Jeremy Sohan. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
With Monica McNutt, who was correct. We are technically in Camden, New Jersey.
Okay, there we go.
I'm
smart.
Tyler Murray. Jeremy Sohan misses his first free throw off the back rim. 136 to 101. The Knicks franchise record for points in a playoff game is 140. They set it 10 days ago in Game 6 against Atlanta.
Yeah, we were there for that.
They've got 137 right now with 3.5 still to go. Edwards on the right side, up top. It's Dalen Terry. Crossover on Sohan. Snatch back dribble for a long 2. Drained it and a foul on Sohan. Dalen Terry's having a fourth quarter. He's got 9 points, a chance to make it 10. And he's trimmed the deficit down to 34 with 3.5 to go.
That's his first.
It's a good chance to get a good look at some of these young guys to see what you got.
Terry the line to shoot 1.
It's truly story time on the television broadcast. They keep cutting to Kyle Lowry and putting up his stats. And yes, he's 40, and that's great and fantastic. Had a long NBA career, won a championship in Toronto.
One of just a dozen players to play 20 seasons or more. Sounds like Kyle Lowry, if he does retire, it will be in a Raptor uniform. Another Villanova grad. He did not hang one of the 2 banners they have here. That was all Brunson, Hart, and Bridges. And some DiVincenzo. Left elbow pump fake from Diawara, trying to draw a foul as he leans in. No foul call, and he bricked the shot, so shot clock violation. Diawara thought about arguing, but then he realized the situation he was in. A 34-point lead with 3:11 to go. Janai Broom will check in. Terry, Walker, Edwards, and Watford against Kolek, Diawara, Dadier, Sohan, and Huckporty. Edwards around a Broom screen for a left elbow pull-up. That one's good. It's a 32-point game. Final 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
What a time.
Yeah. Kolek, a screen on the right from Huckporty. Now Dadier from the right wing, slashing, driving, bounce pass underneath to Huckporty. He got wrapped up hard by Dalen Terry. Huckporty did not like that. Dadier and Kolek and Sohan step in to make sure nothing escalates here. And we have our final media timeout of the broadcast. As Huckporty asked John Global why that wasn't a flagrant foul. It's 137 to 105. The Knicks have led by 20 points since early in the second quarter. And they're just 2:39 away from a second consecutive trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. New York Knicks basketball on ESPN New York and the MSG Radio Network continues after this timeout.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent, with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Attention Knicks fans! Looking for infusion care that puts you first? ThriveWell Infusion specializes in delivering cutting-edge therapies for rare diseases and autoimmune conditions like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. Trusted by physicians across specialties, ThriveWell offers private state-of-the-art infusion suites and slam dunk treatment from their highly trained medical team. From New York to New Jersey and across Long Island, experience care, comfort, convenience, and compassion like never before at a ThriveWell location near you. Find out more at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives drip by drip.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments. From engagements and anniversaries to milestones big and small, we've helped mark the moments that matter most. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any of our 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
They've been chanting Knicks in 4 here for the past half hour or so at Xfinity Mobile Arena. That will be the result of this second round series. Well, the question is, by how much on the final scoreboard here in Game 4? It's 137-105. The Knicks have a 32-point lead on the Sixers. 2:39 to go. And it's, I believe we can call this the third full quarter of garbage time that the Knicks have put together during this soon-to-be franchise record 7-game playoff win streak. It, of course, started after falling behind 2-1 in Atlanta. And I think it's a good opportunity, Monica, to hit the zoom out button and remember what it felt like when Jalen Brunson's pass to Josh Hart was out of his reach and picked up by Kuminga at midcourt late in Game 3 of the first round. And the Knicks took their second consecutive 1-point loss. They fell behind 2-1. They haven't even come close to losing since then.
No, they really haven't. I mean, I guess the closest you got was Game 2 of this series.
Yep.
You know, Tyler, maybe I am one who struggles with just standing in the sun as opposed to waiting for the other shoe to drop. And because the numbers have been so fantastic by this team, you're like, they're going to come back down to earth at some point.
Right.
But I also think you should not negate that the defense has been really good by this team as well, right? Yes, the offensive numbers is what really is blowing people's minds away, but their commitment on the defensive side of the basketball has been there, particularly when you talk about OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, who were brought to this organization to be signature wing defenders.
Ariel Hukporti just did some Knicks fans a favor, missing 2 free throws, so everybody gets free food. It is a 32-point Knick lead, 2.5 to go. Janai Broom, a baseline drive, and he gets right to the rim for a nice layup, extending his hands up high for a strong finish. It's a 30-point game. Knicks have led by as many as 44. Of course, they closed out Atlanta by 51 10 days ago. Kolek, right elbow, bouncing with his left hand, pulls up for 2 over Watford, off front iron, and Broom gets a right-hand rebound. Final 2 minutes. Terry bounce pass behind the back to Broom on the left wing. He bricked the 3. It comes to Tyler Kolek. Now Sohan and Walker got tied up off the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on Walker. Neither team has a foul to give the rest of the way. 1:49 remains. And yes, as far as we know, the first round, or rather the next round, isn't supposed to have its first game until at the earliest next Sunday. Don't quote us on that, though, as Dadier worked his way underneath the hoop, but threw it off of somebody's leg, hoping for Hukporti. Terry speeds ahead, finds a left wing shooter, Edwards. Front rim miss, rebound Dadier, 90 seconds to go. Kolek from the left wing, he throws an alley-oop to Jeremy Sohan, And that might as well be the exclamation point on a no-doubt closeout game from New York. A minute 20 to go. They lead by 32.
This has just been fantastic.
Brendan Watford unimpeded to the rim for a right-hand layup. Sohan far side corner. Backing down Walker, hands to Kolek for a right wing triple. Off the mark. And a loose ball foul rebound. And staying on this end, though, it's going to be against Philly. And you can hear they're blasting music here. It's to drown out Knicks fans doing the na 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 hey hey goodbye song at Sixer fans who are leaving. Also waiting for maybe a 1-2-3 Cancun chant.
Yeah, that would track too.
Two free throws for Jeremy Sohan. First shot, it's good. They have tied the franchise playoff record with 140 points tonight. Can they set the new mark again? 140 to 109.
This has been quite the thing to witness.
Sohan connects. It is a new high water mark for the Knicks in the postseason. 141 points in a single game as we hit the final minute of Game 4. Janai Broom on the right wing. That time the three-pointer is good. It's a 29-point game. Maybe one or two more possessions until this one's wrapped up. Sohan out to Diawara. Now up top it's Kolek. Dadier left corner. His three-pointer. Got it. Bakom Dadier for three. 5 points for Dadier. Knicks by 32 and a right corner three missed by Broom. 22 to shoot, 35 to play. Sohan told to get across midcourt, and they can run this down to the end of the shot clock.
Wow, the Knicks still making history. With that three by Dadier, they set a new franchise record for playoff threes made.
And they will do the classic thing and not take another, trying to set the NBA record. Sixers, meanwhile, have Janai Broom dunking the ball with 14 seconds left. That makes it a 30-point game. And now the Knicks get it across midcourt for Ariel Hukporti. Shot clock is off, and it'll tick down from 7 seconds all the way down to 0. The New York Knicks have redefined playoff dominance. It's a franchise record 7th consecutive playoff win. And they have blown out the Philadelphia 76ers by 30 points to complete a clean sweep of Philly. Final score 144-114. And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
This is what the year is about. Playing your best basketball and peaking at the right time, as the Knicks will be one of the last 4 teams standing before it gets whittled down to 2. The pursuit of the Larry O is alive and well, and dare I say, this group has not played its best basketball yet, as they are trending upward and growing game to game.
They are once again a part of the NBA's Final Four, and they are the first team to get there. OKC will more than likely wrap things up tomorrow in their sweep attempt of the Lakers, but the Knicks, in the ultimate take-care-of-business fashion, for the second time in 10 days, they don't just close out a team, they close them out by 30-plus points.
Dominance across the board.